Niners! You gotta say it like you feel it. Niners! All the while singing ooh la la. Ain't it nice to be a Niner fan right now? uh, hey, Rams, Cowboys, don't ghost us. You guys got come on in. You got something in common. You've both been beaten by us. We own you. So we have a right to ask for your presence. On to Cleveland. Do you realize this could very well be 6? Do you know who we play the following Monday night? Just things to get happy about before we say, okay, let's get down to business. 49ers versus Browns, Week 6, 2023 preview. You call in and make the call. Niners versus Browns. Again, fam, here's the thing. Claims are being made that this team has one of the best defensive units in the game. Where have we heard that before? That was also said about them boys now, wasn't it? Last week in episode 5 of the Niners 2023 season, the insinuation, why do we need to be told that? The insinuation to me is as if Cleveland defense trumps the 49ers. I don't get it. Why do you continually say that? Are they speaking about the AFC? Maybe it's a misunderstanding on my part. I just don't get it. Meanwhile, the point spread says the Niners are going to win Week 6 and favored by 5.5 points, 5.5 points, in the latest Browns versus 49ers odds, while the over-under is set at 37.5 points per SportsLine consensus. Keep that in mind, fam. The game is predicted to be a defensive war, a defensive struggle is on the horizon. That could affect your prediction for the score. Not me, but maybe yours. See, because I used to be like this. Mr. Oh, we gonna beat the living daylights out, But I sort of walked that back a bit after a few times saying that. We got our brains beat out. But tonight to the phones we go, as we do every Friday night during the NFL season, for your analysis and prediction on the Niners versus Browns Week 6 matchup. By the way, Randy Gregory, right? You read that report? Oh, man. They already like what they see. Randy's been already impressive. He's starting to grasp the concepts of what they want to do and how they want to go about doing it. Even Kyle said something about Steve Wilkes was already impressed earlier, and now they're both in unison saying good things about Randy Gregory. Do you realize, of course, fam, if you get Randy Gregory working like Randy Gregory does on the other side of that defensive line, oh, my goodness gracious. See, because I'm not mad at the defensive line now, but if they had an uncontrollable force over there on the other side, oh my goodness. That defense immediately steps into the next dimension. It's already good, but can you imagine being a lot better? As I said, the 49ers are favored by 5.5 points. The latest Browns versus 49ers odds. Over under 37.5 points per SportsLine consensus. Let's talk about it. San Francisco 49ers 5-0 are one of 2 undefeated teams left in the league. In Week 6, they take the train east to face the Cleveland Browns, who are 2-2. They're coming off a bye week. The 49ers running back Christian McCaffrey has dominated with 3 100-yard games. 3, not 1, not 2. He's had 3 this season, but was held to 51 yards last week, and there's something to take note of. You hear the things you've heard about Christian McCaffrey, though. When he came off the field, when the 49ers wanted to rest him, I guess we could stop trying to get him platoon. Christian McCaffrey often says, tell me, no, I'm not coming out of the game. He actually says, I'm not coming out of the game. He's talking to the coaches. Until they finally have to restrain him and take a break. Guy's a machine. It's a 42 win over Dallas. San Francisco's offense didn't miss a step as Brock Purdy threw 4 touchdowns, including 3 to tight end George Kittle. I told you it's going to be a George Kittle day, now didn't I? By the way, it's official. The Browns have ruled out QB Deshaun Watson for the Week 6 game against the 49ers with his shoulder. Browns made that announcement earlier today, actually. I guess they were trying to wait till the last minute to make sure that he wasn't going to play. Probably begged him to play. I understand that Watson does really want to play. He wishes he could. He hasn't been on the field, though, for weeks. Since week 3. That's week 6. He hasn't been on the week for 3 weeks after they got beat up by Tennessee. P.J. Walker, you're up. I'm sorry, P.J. Oh, no. Apparently, Walker will be the starter over rookie Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who threw 3 INTs in Cleveland's Week 4 loss to the Ravens. So I guess he probably doesn't really care to go back out there right now. Anyway, Walker joined the Browns practice squad in late August after the Bears had released him. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't do it. You know what? We got to remain respectful, fam. Don't do that. Over the last 3 seasons, Walker started 7 games for Carolina, compiling a 4-3 record and 15 total appearances since 2020. He's completed 57.5% of his passes for 1,461 yards with 5 TDs, 11 INTs. Well, yeah, maybe go ahead and laugh. What's he going to do? I almost feel sorry for him. Unless they have some kind of plan, he's going to be meat. Fam, last time the Niners started the season 6-0 was in 2019 when they went on an 8-game win streak to open the season. And the last time these two teams faced off was during that run when San Francisco won 31-3. No Baker Mayfield this time to fire Nick all up and make him crazy. Deja vu, da-da-da-da. Seriously, though, the Browns' offense will most likely struggle. However, the Browns' defense under Jim Schwartz, they're actually a great unit, a real great unit. They rank first overall in defensive of the DVOA, first against the pass and third against the run. The reason they're third against the run, I'll tell you about that in just a few seconds here. There's one vulnerability, and that defense that Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers can and will exploit to death come Sunday. Per Sports Info Solutions, the Browns have allowed 1.4 yards per carry against run plays without pre-snap movement. That's by far the NFL best. But 4.5 yards per carry against run plays with pre-snap motion. Fam, who does pre-snap motion is almost entirely too much. To the point they ought to be given a fine. The fact really started to show up in the Cleveland's 28-3 loss to the Ravens last week. No, 2 weeks ago, week 4. The Ravens are great with those concepts, and the Browns gave up 4.9 yards per carry against the strategy. So if you give that ball to the running back 2 times in a row, you can do that all day and march up and down the field as long as that running back doesn't run out of gas. We're talking 24 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown against runs without motion. The Ravens, who were able to gain just 14 yards on 9 carries, 1.6 yards per carry. Ouch! Meanwhile, the Niners averaged 6 yards per carry on their league-high 141 runs with motion this season for 725 yards. 414 yards were after contact and 8 TDs. We're physical. We beat people up. You know what? There was somebody who isn't going to play this week from the Cowboys. Was an offensive lineman. But 49ers, when you play the 49ers, put some extra padding on. Is all we can suggest. But Coach Schwartz talked about this last week as well, aware of the challenge, saying, quote, about 80% of their snaps include some sort of shift or motion, including double shifts in motion. And I think on defense, we do a lot of things to try to change the picture for the quarterback after the snap, right? He puts a question mark after he says that. I think that's important to us, just to try to buy us a little bit of time for our pass rush to get home. And sometimes it looks like man, all of a sudden it's zone, or it's like zone, it's man. It looks like you're playing off, and all of a sudden you're up, or it's a blitz, a surprise blitz, or you're up in a blitz, and it's all a bail. Well, they do the exact same thing with their shifts and motions. They present you a formation, and then all of a sudden, at this last second, change it is to something else. It puts pressure on your communication and your assignment. I mean, Schwartz is crying here. I'm reading you the tears. He says, so I think that we have a lot of challenges in this game, but dealing with that kind of stuff is important. That's a huge part of this game, is dealing with all that different stuff. And it's not and it's not just on first and second downs. It's not just run game. It carries over to the passing game. It carries over to the third down. It's one of the things that they do, and our job is to try to find a way to defend it. Good luck, Coach Schwartz. Oh, my goodness. I wonder, though, if Coach Schwartz has a plan. I do, because, you get your brains beat out like that. You don't want that done again to you in 2 back-to-back weeks. Because the Browns have an extremely aggressive line, D-line. They come out raging on every snap with multiple fronts. Opposing defenses can use that, though, as aggression against Schwartz's defense. We kind of did it against the Cowboys. But what the 49ers did do is they reversed that whole. Instead of them coming at us 100 miles an hour, the 49ers offensive line came back at them at 100 miles an hour. That worked effectively. Mika's still mad about that. In fact, George, they fined George $13,000 plus some change, and I think Mika actually instigated that. I think Mika, you got crybaby. On a 10-yard Lamar Jackson designed run in the first quarter, the Browns were in their usual wide 9 alignment, and when Browns linebacker Sion Takitaki built on Zay Flowers' motion across Jackson, had a huge hole through which to run, aided by pulling right tackle Morgan Moses. Fam, could we see Brock doesn't run a lot, but he can. I don't want him running. That's how you get hurt. Niners also love to blast things open for their runners with motion and pulling linemen. Now, if the Browns aren't adjusted to that, this could be insane. I mean, we put up 40 last week on the Cowboys. Now, they're supposed to be an outstanding defense. Chris McCaffrey could have another one of those field days, fam. I'm just saying, I'm not assuming anything yet, because Coach Schwartz may have a plan. Motion affects alignment and run strength, and how pullers can amplify that advantage all day long. You know this. We've seen this in action. The Browns might adjust their defensive strategy with the bye week, giving them extra prep time through last week. They better have, or they could get embarrassed out there. It could be really nasty. I've been talking bloodbath. Coach Schwartz will want to add a few additions to his play call sheet against the 49ers. With that said, fam, I say with no fear, for the first time in a long time, this is a 38-6 win for the 49ers. Unless Kyle takes his foot off the gas like he did last week and has our players playing late in the second half, or late in the second quarter. I'm kidding. They've got to play the first half. The Browns aren't going to be just complete wimps. They still have some extremely tough guys on defense, and they're probably going to make some kind of adjustment. But the thing is, you got Kyle Shanahan. And I know how some people think about Kyle, but you don't want to get into a chess match with Kyle Shanahan on the field. He'll take Schwartz to lunch and make him pay for the bill. I mean, that'll get really nasty out there. Kyle Stout says the beautiful thing about our offense is that no defensive coordinator can properly prepare for it. This team of ours is elite. Defense is absolutely prepared for this game. I know, Kyle Stout, I'm starting to get real confident about that. I don't know how you're going to stop the 49ers. I told you before the season started, when I looked at the assortment of weapons, I thought about Rambo before every movie, how he would start. He's got the bullets going over his shoulder. He's got a knife here. He's got a knife there. He's got another weapon here. I'm saying, man, how you gonna? That's a lot of weapons. I can lose 2 or 3 of these, and I can still raise hell. Hey, Krusty, come on in, film.
Hey, Ronbo.
Well, Krusty, your assessment on this game, man. I mean, this is like, we could lose, but I don't know. What do you think is going to happen here? I do too. What do you assess this game for? What you think is going to happen here, and give us your score.
I keep hearing about how the Browns have the best defense in the league and whatnot. And I understand it's the same thing when it comes back to the same thing as the Cowboys. Who have they played this year? They played the Bengals, where Joe Burrow couldn't do anything because of his calf. They played the Steelers, which we destroyed, but they lost to. They played the Titans, who haven't looked like the Titans this year, and they walloped them. And then they just lost to the Ravens. And the Ravens are depleted. They don't have a running back. The only reason, I think Deshaun or Lamar ran in 2 touchdowns, and they didn't have Deshaun last time. With P.J. Walker at the helm, no, they're not even a chance. They haven't played a quarterback like Brock Purdy or offense like ours yet.
Yeah.
So how can they sit there and say they're the best defense?
Yeah, I know. I wish they'd stop making these claims before they play the 49ers. Why make it? I mean,
well, not only that, the one good running back that they've had gone up against this year was Derrick Henry, but Derrick Henry has been a shell of himself during most of the games. I guess Joe Mixon too, but Najee Harris hasn't done nothing this year. J.K. Dobbins tore his Achilles in the first game of the season.
Yeah.
For the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Jamar Chase couldn't catch a pass because Joe Burrow couldn't throw a ball. So they haven't had anybody really to go up against wide receiver wise either.
Mm-hmm.
DeAndre Hopkins hasn't done anything this year. He did decent last week, but other than that, for the Titans, he hasn't really done anything.
Mm-hmm.
Deontay Johnson got taken out in the first game against us, so I know George Pickens, but who's Lamar throwing the ball to nowadays? I don't even know who's on. Oh, Zay Flowers, the rookie.
Yeah, Zay.
But I really don't think they haven't met a team like ours yet. I know a lot of people are talking about Forts and his defense right now, and how Kyle has trouble against the wide 9 and whatnot. But we run the wide 9. They go against the wide 9 every week in practice.
Thank you.
And you don't think that the 49ers defense is better than the Browns? Come on. Come on.
You mentioned Mixon earlier. They don't. Cincinnati doesn't like to use Mixon anymore. I don't understand why, but they don't.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Mixon's actually a good running back. I don't understand either. He can do both, run and catch. So, Cincinnati's been a shell of itself. Like I said, the best team they've played is Pittsburgh, which is now 3-2, which we totally destroyed in the first game of the season. So, I'm not, and they're 2-2, and we're not playing Deshaun Watson. What? I think P.J. Walker's thrown twice as many freaking interceptions as he has touchdowns in the NFL.
Yeah, 11
to
5. Yeah.
If anything, he's going to throw it to us more than he's going to throw it to his own teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think he's gone up against a defensive line like ours yet. T.J. Watt on the Pittsburgh Steelers, but their defensive line wasn't even that tough for us. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about that. So I think this is going to be an easy week this week. I think, I hate to say we're going to blow out another team, but I think we're going to blow out another team. It's going to be, let's go 45-10. That's what I think is going to happen.
Because my next question for you was going to be the 5.5-point spread. Would you take that bet? I think I would in a heartbeat if I was still betting.
Who wouldn't take that bet?
I mean, but I don't understand. What is Vegas thinking?
It's up to 10 now, isn't it?
Is it?
Once I said P.J. Walker was announced, it's jumped up, like doubled.
I looked yesterday.
Once they said Deshaun wasn't playing.
You're probably right. I said Vegas can't be that stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, right when P.J. Walker was announced as a quarterback, it doubled. It's over 10 now, I think.
Earlier today. You're right. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and you see Brock Purdy jumped up to number 3 for the MVP race too.
Finally. They can't.
Finally.
There's all kind of arguments going on, though. He's not elite. He's all a part of that system. They're going on and on, trying to make themselves look better for the things they said earlier.
Well, yeah, and now other people are saying the same thing I was last time. It was Patrick Mahomes came into the league. He had Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, he's got Andy Reid as a play caller in the system and stuff. So how are you going to judge him about this? No quarterback has played in Kyle's system as well as Brock Purdy has. Mm-hmm. So I'm just happy that he's finally getting some kind of recognition.
Well, yeah, and no quarterback in the league goes out there and carries a team with nothing as a weapon.
Right.
I don't know why they keep making it sound like, well, you guys got all those weapons. You got Kyle Shanahan. Well, just like you pointed out Andy Reid and the Chiefs.
Right.
Come on.
Well, another thing is they're talking about him being elite, like he doesn't have elite traits and stuff. But just not having elite traits, just because you can't throw the ball 60 yards down the field doesn't mean you're not elite. He's probably got some of the most elite processing skills I've ever seen when it comes to a quarterback. You know, Trey Lance had elite physical traits. He's third string in Dallas right now because we decided just to get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And by the way, he's only played 13 games. Am I right on that?
Period. I don't think he's played that many games.
12 or 13, somewhere in there. Yeah, well, the thing is he hasn't put in a full season's work yet.
No, he hasn't done that. Brock Purdy's done better. I think Trey Lance has only played like four regular season games.
No, I was talking about Brock. Yeah, as far as Trey goes, yeah, he has 4, as I know. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 12 games, isn't it? It's 5 last year, 10 regular season games, 2 playoffs.
Cross, you just gave me a score,
he hasn't even done a full
Cross,
season yet.
45. You said 45 what?
10.
45-10.
That's giving them some points.
Krusty
I don't think they're going to get that.
But I don't know how they're going to do this. But Krusty, we're going to go. I'm going to see you Sunday, and I got a feeling we watch our fourth quarter second string again this week. I don't see how. Otherwise.
Yeah, another preseason game in the fourth quarter. I agree. Yeah.
Krusty, good stuff.
Yeah.
I'll see you this week. I'll see you Sunday.
All right. See you Sunday, Ronbo.
Appreciate you, fam. Night.
Yep. Night.
I didn't know the spread had jumped. I guess it should, though. Vegas said, whoa. Get that stuff out there. And those people who bet we've already taken a tremendous hit. Get that spread up. Delaney Walker Jr. Hey, Ronbo, I'm here in Massachusetts holding it down for us. Delaney. They love the name, by the way. I want Kyle to stop putting McCaffrey on the line so much. Yeah, McCaffrey's talking, from what I understand, McCaffrey's talking some serious bravado when he comes off the field. He doesn't even appreciate being taken out. Can you imagine? There he is. Chill. Pill. Phil.
Hey, Ronbo. How's it going?
Phil, I'm getting ready. I'm putting on getting my special smells out when I get through taking a bath and all that blood coming up this weekend. Phil, am I crazy or what? This is going to be what kind of a game?
Well, let's put it this way. They've got this quarterback was on their practice squad. Okay, he wasn't even on
cut
the
out of Chicago.
Yes. So. I think, Cleveland's defense is for real. They're pretty good. I don't think they're as good as ours. But the fact is, we're going to have a short field almost every time because their offense ain't going to move. Their best interior lineman is out. Their tight end, Noku or whatever his name is out.
What?
And
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he's out too.
We had, what's his name, pretending to be Njoku in practice. Our second string, third string tight end. And they don't even, wow.
But he's out. Right? And then also Watson's out. So, their offense is going to be limited at best.
What are they going to do?
Which is, we 3 and out and we get a short field and just start racking up some points. The only thing that worries me is the weather. Who knows how that could be an equalizer.
Rain is in the forecast, isn't it?
Yeah, rain and wind. So, got to worry about those things. But for the most part, I don't see them. I'm thinking 37-7, something like that, because I think their defense is going to be on the field so much because their offense can't get anything rolling. That they're going to just get run out of wind in the second half, and we're just going to rack up some points then. So that's my thought.
It's almost like we're going to be like Eric Armstead yawning on the sideline about being bored because he had to get taken out of the game because there was no reason for him to be out there. And at some point, it may be no reason for us to continue watching after the third quarter.
I hear all these pontificators, they say, well, Brock doesn't throw enough, whatever. The reason he doesn't throw enough is the Niners are 32nd in the league on passing attempts in the fourth quarter. We don't pass in the fourth quarter because we're 20 points ahead.
See that? This is why when they say these things, what they say, people, do you understand? Did you watch the game? I would say, did you watch the game? Well, he ain't this, he ain't that. Did you watch the damn game? Oh.
I don't know. I wasn't too impressed with Patrick Mahomes the other night, going against a team that gave up 70 against Miami. So he didn't look that good.
Out there running for his life against the Jets. Some people just get carte blanche on verbal treatment. That's just the way it's going to be. That's going to continue.
I mean,
Nick Wright
he
is out
lost
there.
his wide receivers. He lost his tackles. Kansas City's not the same team.
No.
So,
but Kelsey's
and now
around
the
looking hurt.
Buffalo's had some major serious injuries to their defensive players. They're not the same team. So, I'm thinking Niners, Miami, come Vegas.
You see that? That does concern me. That intrigues me. Well, you know what? We saw Buffalo. A good defense can do to Miami because they're all speed merchants. I mean, he's got speed. And the one kid got hurt. The running back who runs. They got 3 guys that run over 21 miles an hour. Can you imagine that, Phil? 3.
Right. But I also saw against Miami, was it last year? Dre Greenlaw ran down Tyreek Hill. So, I mean, we've got some speed too.
That's right. I forgot about that drag down. Was Hill pointing to the?
You know, I just.
What do you?
I just think we're a third through the season, and I'm just thankful that not one of Big Show's prognostications have come true.
He brings up Big Show. Phil, address this though, Phil. The argument is going around about, are you concerned with the 49ers peaking? It's week 5. Who peaks at week 5? They've got a long way to go before they even reach a peak. People don't understand that, Phil.
No, we're not peaking, and we're going to get better.
Yes.
So
if there's a peak, it hasn't been reached.
Yeah, we're going to peak when we get an 80 burger on somebody.
Well, you see a little more sharpness than you're seeing now, which is amazing. So,
but you know, I told you we needed an edge rusher. We got an edge rusher.
Yeah. And we might be doing some dealing at the end of the month too.
If he plays like he did before his knee surgery. Yeah, we've got the edge rusher.
He's over a year from that, isn't he? Randy Gregory?
Yeah, he is. It was a meniscus, but when he came back, he with Denver, he wasn't putting up the numbers in 4 games. Yeah. But you know, Denver's a dumpster fire. So
yeah, they're getting rid of everybody they can.
So anyway, no, I think he'll be fine. He'll help the team.
Phil, did you just give me your score? What did you say though?
37-7.
37-7. All right. I like that. We're being modest. If it gets beyond that, we're all going to say, you know, we knew this was going to happen, but we were trying to hold back. I said 38-6. So we're all somewhere along the same line of thinking.
Yeah, I just think that, you know, our offense, we're number 2 in offense. Because Miami's number 1, and they put that 70-point thing in. Excuse all the data,
but we're not trying to drive teams into the dirt. We're, like you say, fourth quarter, we're resting and running the ball a lot, and we're not trying to kill you. We're just trying to beat you. So
yeah, I mean, even against Dallas, we were putting in our second strings guys in there.
40 points, and Dak even throws an INT to our back.
And they were number 1 defense when we played them last time. And now they're number 7. So,
Phil, we gotta go. I'm gonna look for you Sunday.
Next.
And I know, right?
All right, Ronbo.
Can't wait. Anyway, see you Sunday, Phil. Appreciate you always. You know
all
this. All right, Phil.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. You know, if we're sitting there biting our nails in the fourth quarter, I will be shocked. Hey, Michael, come on in and tell us about this.
Hey, Ronbo.
That's doing great.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm glad, man. I can't wait, man. I'm all pumped up to go in the dog pound to beat them. I can't wait. We're gonna be putting all the dogs back in the cage tonight, next Sunday. You watch.
I can feel it. It just feels so obvious. It's kind of scary, Michael.
I mean, I've seen PJ. Yeah, no, it is. I mean, the only thing I'm worried about is they still got that one running back. We still got to watch that board.
Kareem Hunt?
You don't know. Yeah. You still got to watch. I mean, I know we should go in there and beat them bad, but you also it's supposed to be nasty Saturday and Sunday, really bad rainstorms. East Coast.
That could slow a productive team down. You're right.
Yep. And it's windy, rain. We don't know how bad it could be. I mean, I'm hoping it clears up by then.
Well, it's going to be hard on them too.
About.
So
it's going to be hard. Yeah, but they're used to it. That's their stadium. They're used to those kind of weather.
The
That's the problem. You go down
too.
This way. Yeah. I mean, thank God with PJ Walker. I mean, I've seen him play for the XFL and I've seen him play for the AFF. He doesn't look that good. I mean, he's all right, but he's an average quarterback. He's another Prescott, maybe worse.
Didn't the Panthers draft him?
I think the Panthers drafted him, but then he got caught, and then the XFL, the AFFL, everybody in the league, the other leagues were signing him for quarterback.
Yeah, I remember seeing him playing with the Panthers. Now that I think about it,
I think I've seen him play. I don't know if he's left-handed. I know that's a good question. I've seen him play for the AFF and then the XFL. That was it. I remember seeing him, because they used to be on TV. Yeah.
Until PJ got there and he said, "It's enough of this. Let's not embarrass ourselves any further."
But the only one they're putting PJ in because we would have a field day with that rookie from UCLA. We'd be eating them up alive.
I know, Dorian. I'm surprised.
I wanted him to be in there. But throwing 3 interceptions to Baltimore, that was your ticket back on the bench.
Michael, I got to admit something here. I remember seeing him in preseason, and I said, 49ers. That's the guy you should draft. He was just looking crazy good in the highlight reel from UCLA. Oh, my God. 49ers, shut up, Ronbo. We're not taking him. Dorian,
no.
I'm sorry, man.
Sorry.
God. Wow.
We got the best in the league. That's Brock Purdy. That's the best quarterback we got out of everybody.
Strange.
He's a legend, and he's going to have a field day. I think maybe Bell get a touchdown. Maybe I'll like to see Bell get a touchdown.
You think? I think so.
I'd
love to see him throughout the fourth quarter.
Yep. Debo will probably get one. Debo's due for one.
Their secondary. They have anybody? Oh, they got one guy, Denzel Ward. I don't think Ayuk's going to have any problems with him. I want to see.
Another thing they did this week, the 49ers brought in a left-footed punter to practice with the guy that the kick returner, the punt returner, the ex-Steelers. The only why is the Steelers have a left-footed punter, so they want to get our guy used to a left-footed. Yep.
Good idea. 49ers don't leave any bases uncovered, do they?
Nope, no, because they brought in a left-footed punter to practice with the. They brought him in.
Yeah.
No, a smart move because you got to think left footer is different than right footer,
and the ball's going to come off differently.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why he's smart. Very smart, and I can't wait to pull the pants off them. I can't wait. And then we'll wait for then we'll go to Minnesota after that.
Monday night.
And then we play home against Cincinnati. Yep.
And you know how much we love playing on Monday night.
Prime time, Monday night. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, wait, maybe before the bye week we go 8-0.
Michael, does it concern you though that it seems like the road is paved with sugar and honey and spice and everything?
Yeah,
I
think the road is paved to us to go to the Super Bowl. I think it's taking us there little by little. Each time we're going by each state. Yep, I can smell it. I smell I think we're gonna get it. And then Saturday night, I had to walk a Cowboy fan to the bar because he didn't know which way to go. I said, he had a Prescott shirt, a jersey on. I said, what are you doing with a Prescott?
Detroit versus everybody.
Nah, 49. How about 49ers versus everybody? Detroit. That's funny. How about 90 Detroit?
But listen.
They're like a snake in the woods,
Michael.
Detroit. They're like snakes in the woods.
Yeah,
they come out
exactly.
and slither. Oh, yeah.
They'll strike you when you're walking.
I'm not worried about them.
If you have your boots, if you don't have high enough boots on.
Oh,
listen,
yeah.
I'm telling you right now, Detroit does concern me. They concerned me last year. They're growing on a weekly basis.
They got weapons. And
the defense.
Tight end's good.
And what's that edge rusher they just drafted?
Is he from Michigan? Is he from Michigan?
Hutchinson, right? Yeah.
Yep, he's good too.
Oh, he's
So
crazy
it might
good.
come down to 49ers, Eagles, and Detroit. Those are the three teams I see in the NFC. 49ers. I mean, Seattle could be number 4 if Seattle. I hope not.
No, okay.
But it's
I'll
probably
wait till we play
49ers, Eagles,
Seattle.
and Lions.
We play Seattle in what week?
I can't wait to play them. Well, we're playing all the birds back to back to back. We're getting all the birds, man. I can't wait. Go bird hunting. For every bird we're going to play, we're going to go bird.
Yeah, because I want Nick Wright to shut
That's
up.
that's the first time in football history playing 5 teams with the bird logo in a row. Imagine that. Seahawks, Eagles, Seahawks, Cardinals, and Baltimore. Imagine that. We never imagined all the birds at one shot. That's like duck hunting.
It's a little
That's
feathery.
the first time I've ever seen that.
Michael,
Yeah, feathery. I just hope we don't get any feathers.
Well, yeah. Michael, what do you got for a score?
I said the 49ers are going to go 45-13.
45-13.
This is a manslaughter game. This is going to be like the last week. We're going to rest the starters and all the second strings will start playing. Maybe, Yeah.
Michael, we're going to pull up. I tell you what, I'll look for you Sunday, and hopefully none of us are surprised.
Sunday,
this just looks like a cakewalk, but we'll see. All right.
Yeah, we also hope. And Texas boys, you're going to lose this week to the Chargers. So good luck.
God!
And Cincinnati beat Seattle for us. Cincinnati beat Seattle for us. I'm afraid for that too.
Put them 2 back.
Yep.
All right, Michael. I'll see you Sunday. It's going to be a great day.
You too, Ronbo. You have a good night and have a good night, 49 Empire. Bang bang, Niner gang.
Yes. Night, fam. Chris Hansen says Big Show said no. Show, it's not looking good here. Kyle Style, thanks, fam. 38-6 for Kyle Style. Local Enterprise Broadcasting, 52-0 Niners. See, that's not beyond the realm of possibility. They don't have any. Ferdinand Bryan just told you the crybabies would find. I know. And maybe the NFL wouldn't have said anything until, Mika comes out there. Now he just turned into something personal. Evan.
Ronbo.
Hey, Evan, wait a minute. Pern or more, why don't y'all post my comment? Pern, certain words you can't say, but we're not afraid of your comments. He must be a Browns fan. Anyway, Evan, come on in.
Ronbo, do you know why the Browns are the number 1 defense?
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I see. Pern, I'm sorry. Okay, well, yeah, I see what you... Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Evan. I'm sorry.
Do you know why the Browns are the number 1 defense?
Why?
Because we made them the number 1 defense by beating the Cowboys by 42 points. Their average dropped so bad that the Browns, their average went up from us beating the Cowboys so bad.
So we're locked. We were right around we were between second and third place anyway? In the first place?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, yeah, I kind of have a feeling this game's going to be like that Cardinals game, Ronbo. I'm not going to lie. That Walker guy, he's elusive. He can scramble.
Yeah, we don't like
you know how we are against that. No, especially in the rain. I still have flashbacks to that Ravens game where Lamar was juking us out of our shoes.
You and me both. Every time he got the ball, I was up out of my seat. Dang, that was frightening. He's not Lamar Jackson, or else he'd be in the league.
No, of course not. Of course not. Yeah, I mean, we have the advantage on offense, but their defense is stingy, and from what I was hearing earlier, that Schwartz has Shanahan's number as far as record goes. Really? Shanahan's only beat him once. Yeah. He's like 5-1 against Shanahan or something like that.
Wow. You know what? Because Shanahan loves her. He doesn't like a lot of pre-snap motions, or his defense doesn't seem to like that, which pretty much what Lamar and company did. But Lamar provides for an extra runner, and that may have been, and you and I both agree, that is really difficult to deal with. They hide the ball, and all of a sudden Lamar comes sprinting out of there at his speed and ability. I did 5-1. Jesus Christ, that's a lot.
Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk like everyone's saying. I think the first half's going to be tight, kind of like the Cardinal game, and then we'll pull away in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know if everyone's forgetting, but Brock played 4 years in Iowa, and the weather in Iowa isn't very good. I've seen him playing a lot of rainy games. And I think in one of those games, he had like 5, 10, and 6 touchdowns. So he can still fling it in the rain.
So you got George out there from Iowa. The offensive linemen are beasts. They don't care what weather is. Yeah, you're right. That advantage is gone. Ayuk from Arizona, that's not good. Debo,
Yeah, no.
warm
Carolina.
area. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, so yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he'll be able to throw it. I didn't say anyone would be able to slide it or run the route because he'll be sliding around. But
Christian McCaffrey's not really normal, so he's not gonna care about the weather. I still like our all right.
Yeah, I think I think we'll be okay. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I do think we'll win. And then like just listening to all the stuff about Brock this week,
they really went to work on him.
You
this week,
got to
didn't
give
they?
it.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, the mental fortitude that kid has, you gotta, you gotta be what's the word I'm looking for? Amazed with his fortitude because if people were coming after me in the media like that, like if I was if I put myself in his shoes, I don't know if I'd be holding my tongue and just being like, okay, like just absorbing it, like. I'd probably be more like Micah and talking back.
or Baker Mayfield, who used to have me laughing so hard. Baker Mayfield would actually address comments at media conferences before he'd answer the media's questions about whatever the business was about. It make me laugh so hard. Man, Baker's hilarious.
Yeah,
but anyway,
we'll see what happens. They have a good secondary too, so their defense is pretty stout though. So it's a good test for us to see what it's going to be like.
Okay. Oh man. I
mean, they got Delpit back there. They got that Ward guy. They got a couple guys that are stingy in the secondary.
But the thing is,
like I said.
Go ahead.
I just don't think that their offense is where they're. They're not going to do anything on their offense, but their defense is going to come into play.
They have no choice. But Evan, how it goes. Once you, as a defender, once you think that there's nothing you can do that's going to make a difference, you sort of pull back the intensity a little bit, not intentionally, but you do it just because you feel frustration. If the offense is having me on the field all day long, at some point I'm going to realize this is futile.
I'm interested to see Myles Garrett against Trent. I'm excited to see that matchup.
Yeah, Trent's got a lot of respect for him too. We already talked about that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Gregory too. See what he can show us.
I hope he's feeling better. I forgot about his operation from last year, which is.
I mean, did you watch the little clips of him getting off the ball in practice?
No, is that out? Because I was just reading up.
Yeah, he looked like a freaking leopard, man. He was.
Okay.
His first step is very, very quick.
So he's feeling better, and maybe they got rid of him just because of the money.
He looked really explosive. I think it's I think Sean Payton's kind of trying to be that hard ass Bill Belichick style of coach who's like, the culture there is just so bad.
Yeah.
He's just getting rid of everyone. You don't want to play here, then leave. Everyone's like, all right, fuck it, we'll leave.
Well, yeah, but show me the door, baby. Yeah. You can't talk to today's football players like that. It's just not going to work.
They literally said everyone is on the trade block except for Surtain. I mean, and not that he's any prize now, but Russell Wilson's on the trade block from what it sounds like.
Well, doesn't that make sense? That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to see. Yeah. What do you got for a score?
I'm going to say 28-17.
28-17. Evan's taking a cautious approach on this. All right, Evan, we're going to go, and I'll see you Sunday.
Right. Shout out to everyone, and we'll see you Sunday.
Thank you, fam. Night.
Have a good night.
You too. Yeah, no, Perrin, appreciate you, fam. I wasn't saying, I just wondered, because a lot of times people come in here to say very nasty, mean things, and they think we're censoring them, and I just wanted, you're not one of those. You're one of us. So, yeah, I saw your message, though. I don't see anything wrong with that. Oh, hey, yo, Alice!
Appreciate
off
you.
the business and everyone. So yeah.
Who's that?
What's up, Bo?
Ellis, man, we're in here like in
Yeah.
disbelief. Now, you know what we're doing, Ellis? The more I talk, and this happens every time we get together, whatever preconceived thoughts I had coming into this program, well, now, just listen to Evan. I feel like I want to reel it back in a little bit. Ellis, what do you think? Because it looks like a sucker ready to be punched. Or the trap word. Could this be a trap game? No. Go ahead.
So is it definitive as to whether or not it's going to be rain or whatever out there?
It's been
That's
talked
gonna
about
affect the
for
score.
an entire week about the rain. I guess that's right. But they said the
Okay,
same thing
so
about
it is.
Cleveland, about the Steeler game too.
Okay, so then.
I-
I mean that's not going to matter. I mean we're still going to win the game. If hypothetically we were to lose, it would be the same shit as always. It was because we, underachieved. Some turnover stuff, mistakes on our behalf, but playing the way we played last week and how we've been playing for 5 games now is not going to get us. We're not coming out with an L on Sunday, so that's not which is unlikely that would even happen as far as us not coming in taking care of business. But that does affect my score a little bit. But yeah, man, I don't. As far as it being a trap game, I mean, Deshaun Watson's not playing. I don't know what the hell they think P.J. Walker's going to do, but I mean, off the rip. I'm calling 4 sacks on Sunday, a 4-sack minimum. He's going down. I don't know what
and
their
they don't have
offensive
anybody running the
line.
ball, Ellis, other than what's his name?
They
what
might
kind
have
of offensive
Demetrius.
attack are they going to be able to launch?
Don't they have Kareem Hunt
They got Kareem, but can he buy
and
Njoku's
Dimitri
not playing?
Felton?
Who's their wide receivers?
And Njoku's not playing.
No.
Well, they have Austin Watkins, but I think they still have him on the practice squad. I don't know why the hell they don't have him starting. They got Amari Cooper.
He might be this week.
Yeah, he was balling in preseason. They would like to want to start giving him reps. Because Austin Watkins was balling out. But they got Amari Cooper. They got Elijah Moore.
Oh, I forgot about
that
Amari.
was on the Jets.
I forgot about Amari. Yeah, okay. So they're going to try to throw the ball as much as possible. They don't have Kareem Hunt. He's not that kind of back that's just going to be running continuously. He's not that. He's a little light in the pants for that. So he was a good compliment when the one who just went down left. Man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know what they're gonna really do. They might have a rookie tight end. I don't know. I don't know if they got one of those rookie tight. There was a lot of good tight ends this past draft, Ronbo.
I know, right?
I think we're though. I think we're the only one that got the shit picks out of tight ends. Yeah. I mean, nothing against what's his name? Braden. Was it Braden Willis? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no.
Yeah,
Cameron is cheeks. He needs to. He needs to. I'm sure that he'll improve though, but it's just like, man, you coming from Alabama, like the expectation
pedigree,
somebody like that, and he came in, he came in smelling like a dead body already.
I mean, Willis is playing better.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't know if they had anybody, but it doesn't matter. I mean, for me, now that you say the weather, I mean, I think we still go in the 30s. My score actually was 38, 17. I don't know, 17 is like a safe number for me. But I mean, we smashed the Cowboys 42-10 last week, and I think I gave them 17. But I did say, that we would have 42.
Our score is hard enough to try to figure out. It's their score. Are the 49ers going to give them any points? I got them getting 6 points, a couple of field goals,
they'd be
and that's
lucky.
it.
They'd be lucky to get 14, honestly. They'd be lucky to get 14, especially with P.J. Walker at quarterback.
Right,
I know he's not like just totally terrible, But against us, we're gonna make him. We'll make somebody like him who's like kind of, not even, I don't even want to say mediocre. I don't know. I just never really saw nothing flashy from him. I know he had like a couple of little, decent performances with Carolina, but man, against us, man, we're gonna, he's gonna be looking like he needs to go to arena football or something. Maybe that be
He was
successful.
with them, wasn't he? I think. And they have no Chubb to run the ball. What are they going to do?
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what they're able to do offensively. Their defense is the biggest concern, but I mean, shit, they just got blown out last game or the game before, so they wasn't really stopping much playing against Lamar and them. They still got 27 on them.
And Lamar just got beat last week. Him and his so that's seems like they're just there to be killed.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, honestly, like, man, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard seeing us scoring anything less than 35 points. I think even with the weather, it don't matter because our back's on the ground. Our ground game is so crazy. If it does get that bad, then we'll just resort to the ground game, and our guys
just
move,
run the clock out, get out of here.
We move well in the grass.
Yeah,
but we'll move well on the grass, and we'll still throw a few passes here and there. So I don't think it's going to really have an effect on us that much. I just know that the elements do sometimes have an effect or can have an effect depending on.
Yeah.
Right.
Windy
especially
ball,
if it's windy
hard
and
to
rain.
catch. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. We'll talk about this Sunday so we can say things like, we was tripping, man. This game, 49ers, they still be scoring if the game wasn't over. I'm like, I love
man, you know
what?
Yeah, 30, man, give him 38-14, man. Change that 17 to a 14, man. I got to take 3 points off. Just,
Yeah, because what would they get 17? Maybe, I could be wrong. I just don't know what they're going to do. Now, I'll tell you what, though, fam. Shout out to the squad and see you Sunday. And we can scratch our heads and say, damn,
appreciate it.
It was exactly what we thought. All right.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out to you. Thank you, fam, for the platform as always.
It's my pleasure.
Shout out to production, man. Shout out to the faithful out there, all the fellas and the ladies out there, man. Our peoples, and yeah, man. Let's get ready, man.
Yeah, that's it.
We almost there. Before you know it, we're gonna be midway through the season, and
I know, right?
We'll be back again. I'm interested in seeing who we acquire. That's kind of like in the back of my mind, like who are we gonna acquire next on this team?
Find out.
But yeah, Randy Gregory. Yeah, man, I've almost forgot he was on the damn team. So let's see what Randy Gregory does.
All right, looking forward to that.
All right, family.
All right, Ellis.
Yes, sir.
Good night, fam. and Clarence Molina can't call in, but 34-13. Can I get a shout out to Clarence? I know. It's Clarence. See you Sunday. Let's go to Kyle Style.
Oh, what's going on, Ronbo?
Kyle, I'm sitting there and now I'm feeling perplexed. When something looks a little too easy, that feeling when you walk down the hallway and all that food's laying on the table waiting for everybody else to come in and eat. You see several things you can go in there and grab and walk away and nobody will catch you, right? See, I feel like that. This looks too easy. There's something very frightening about that. But Clarence, but Kyle, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking similar back to when we had the 2018 and we made that run. Be humble, and that's when we had our Super Bowl run and we inevitably lost against Mahomes.
Yeah.
And all that. But that was a good year. This year, the first year and ever that I've watched Niner football, and I'm completely confident that we're going to win. Not cocky, it's confident.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Yeah. So 38-6 is my prediction, and you know how it's going to happen. It's going to be real close defensively. They might score the first, field goal, and we're going to get the next field goal. It's 3-3. Next thing you know, it's 3-6. the Browns are leading. And then
You
through
think
the
there'll be a point?
storm.
Wait,
and-
Kyle, let me get this straight.
Oh,
There's a point when the Browns are going to lead, like in the first few minutes of the game?
oh yes. As far as if you go to the 38-6, yeah, that 6 points is going to be the Browns
they're
lead.
those early
That's
on.
it. It's going to be 6-3, and then you know what's going to happen, Ronbo?
Piss
The
49ers
Niners are
off.
going to break through the storm, and we're just going to blow them out. And then
Yeah.
38-6. That's my prediction. That's
You're up
it's going to be a
38-6
slow
with
start.
You know, Kyle, that's kind of what happened with the Cardinals. The Cardinals jumped out to a lead in the 49ers. Oh, guys, if we don't wake up, we're going to lose to the Cardinals. All right, let's go. And they did. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're a very awake team right now. That is for damn sure. I love it. I'm ear to ear, just been smiling all week over that Cowboys beat down.
I know. Hey, by the way, if you want to talk about
I
that,
was trying to call. Oh yeah, no, for sure. No, I was trying to call you and call in. That wire was so hot. I was like I fell asleep about an hour sitting outside smoking a cigarette, trying to get in. And I'm like, oh, dude, I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to work tomorrow. But yeah, hey, you know what? On the real, fuck Dallas. All right.
That's what George said.
Oh, that's great.
Because that game had so much hype going into that game.
Team.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, the disrespect for Brock Purdy has got to stop. I'm so over it. I really am. That's the man. Like he is the guy. He's the baby goat. He's not the goat yet. He's still got some work to do, but that's what they call him, the baby goat.
You know,
he is awesome.
He really is. No matter what, Brock Purdy, him being a rookie, and that's all he really still is, because he ain't even put together one season's worth of work yet. Brock Purdy shows no fear. He stays calm. He's a phenomenal player.
He does.
I've never seen anything like this.
And have you noticed something else about our biggest worry about our team was what? Our offensive line, right?
And he's doing not a bad job at all.
Our offensive line is if you haven't noticed, if any of the callers, anyone's noticed, they are doing a stellar job.
They might be
because
ranked in the top 5.
He's a leader. He's a leader. He's won the clubhouse. He's won the locker room. He's won the team. They want to protect this guy.
Yeah,
it's amazing, and that's stuff that the ESPN analysts are going to focus on. But as Niner fans, we should understand that. We should realize that this is the guy. We have our quarterback. He's the guy. I'm so stoked.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get a lot better. What we're seeing now is a rookie in development. We're seeing a rookie developing. Where is that going?
He's not a rookie though. He's like he is, but he isn't. Like it's.
Well, I mean, as far as games go. You know?
Yeah, as far as games go, but everybody said last year that like he's not gonna be able to replicate what he did.
Yeah.
And
he looks better
and lead this team. And
he learned
1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns, no interceptions.
He's amazing.
We have our quarterback.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's a guy. Changed my fantasy football team name to Brocktoberfest.
Yeah. I like that. Oh,
yeah.
That is cool.
Yep. Yeah, he's my starting QB, and I have Josh Allen, but I just keep him on the bench, so my competition can't compete.
Josh Allen, you talk about a guy that's getting way more love than he should be getting. And Brock, I mean, if Josh goes another year,
exactly. You're talking about the MVP races. Oh yeah.
He's been in it every year, and he's a guy who a lot like over in Los Angeles, and something like, well, nobody's as bad as Dak, but nobody's as bad as Dak, but still, come on, all those guys get all that love. They're not doing anything. And they're getting picked off at a rate that should not be praised. We'll see. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we're going to tell you one thing. We got your score.
They hate Purdy.
I know, right? They're going to have to stop it, though.
Like I said.
Yeah, well, no, we got your score. 38-6.
A realistic score. I said 38-6. But I think going to be more like 70-5. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Kyle and Nick will sit
No,
down before we get to that point. Before somebody gets hurt.
Yeah, no, that could have been that with Dallas's.
Maybe, but
Zebo to Micah Parsons. It could have been worse. That could have been worse. But,
hopefully, we see. Yeah, no,
we'll come. Yeah, we'll come ahead, but we'll see what the weather has.
All right. All right, Kyle.
Hope they keep above 30.
Oh, they will. Let me see a Sunday. Let me see. We'll reconfirm your score, and you can say, Kyle, you're absolutely right. All right, Phil.
38-6. Ronbo, good talking to you, man.
Same
Love you. Always.
Thanks,
always appreciate this platform, and shout out to production. And you know who else? Casey.
Let's see, maybe in trouble. Kyle,
he broke my heart last year after we lost, and he's like, I'm betting on, I'm gambling on tennis. That was terrible. So
yeah, they don't look the same team. All right, Phil, we gotta go.
Big money in the Niners. All right, Ronbo. I'll catch you on the next time.
Thanks, Kyle. As we go to Sharon.
Hey, Ronbo.
Sharon, we have a game that looks like a clear. I'm talking about. I mean, obvious. Everything looks like it's just right there for the taking. Do you believe it?
I think we got this, but I think with the weather and the rain. I mean, we played in the rain before, but I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but they always prove us wrong, though.
Torrential rain? I don't know that just rain. I need to know to what
It's probably going to be like sprinkles.
Yeah, sprinkles. It's going to take something like what we had in Chicago last year, or what we had in Levi a few years ago against the Colts. Driving rain and wind, but just a regular rainy day. I don't know that should be just totally taking the 49ers down.
I think it's going to be a lot of turnovers from Cleveland. So a lot of interceptions going on. So I feel sorry for the quarterback because he's no good.
And he hasn't played in how long? This is crazy.
Nick Bosa and Randy Gregory is going to have a field day with him. And you got Hargrave. You go come up the middle and sack him. I feel sorry for him.
I forgot about him. Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
Armstead. If they can't, their offensive line is supposedly good.
They're not going to be able to stop the run. I don't care what plan they come up with. Look at Dallas. They tried to use some of our stuff, then they shot themselves in the foot.
Did you tell your brother that? Your brother's maybe. That was funny. They sat in the car quietly all the way back. How long does it take to get from Levi Stadium back to the house?
My mom said she might have had to take an Uber home because it was so quiet.
You guys go ahead and take the car. You are no fun at all. I'm leaving. Just here. Oh, God. Sure, there's things here that I don't know what to say. I'm all pumped up for the game, but I'm thinking, man, you know what? This is just too easy. It can't be this easy. But like you say, weather could affect the game. It could be low scoring.
Yeah, my brother also says it's a trap game because he says they're garbage.
Sharon, it could be the attitude of our players. Are they going to come in there laid back? Are they going in there and take care of business as they should?
I think they're going to come in and take care of business and get on out of there and head home.
You ready for Monday night?
Yep.
Man. Well, Sharon, any possibilities of them offensively doing anything? And defensively, is there any way they can stop us?
Hell no.
Well, what are you planning for a score?
I'm gonna go 24-14.
40s on back-to-back 40 burger weeks. Do you know?
Yeah, I'm going 24-14.
that will definitely put us as amongst the highest. We are. I think we're number 2 in scoring because Miami in that 70-point game is going to be hard to catch up with. But
Yeah. Mom says
20, you said 20.
34-20.
Mom said 34-20. You said 24-14. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Mom's 34-20, and yeah. I, what? The Cowboys play the Chargers. Sharon, give a score on that too, just so we can laugh later. Oh, we play first though. Dang it.
I think the Chargers going to take that one.
Because they got a better defense.
They need to get rid of Dak. They need to get rid of McCarthy. And then now I heard Trey is on the trade block.
Already? He just got there.
Already.
They're looking for assets.
I saw it somewhere. I was reading somewhere for a proposed trade for Trey Lance for some. They want a defensive something player.
Yeah, Jerry said something like that after he made the deal. He said, I forgot how he put it, but he alluded toward the fact that he was just collecting stuff. Well, players. He's
always taking Trey because he wanted to use some of our
picks to
get information. That's all that.
Ooh.
He didn't want Trey. He just wanted Trey for the information.
To give him a 4th-round pick?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
But he's just collecting capital so he can use something to trade with. Kind of made me
Trey
feel
needs
that
to
way.
go somewhere where he can be happy and
a team that needs to start.
Be able to play.
Yeah. Only team that's rebuilding right now completely is who?
Mm-hmm. Somebody can use Trey as a quarterback.
Maybe. He's got to get out there and
get
show
rid
somebody.
of Russell Wilson and get rid of Russell Wilson because he ain't no good no more.
It's time for us to retire anyway, right? Sure, we're gonna go. I'll tell you what. I'll look for you Sunday.
All right, Ronbo.
And
all right, have a good one. Let's go Niners.
You too. Night, Sharon.
Bye-bye.
Cocoa Puff says, everyone says they are the number 1 D until they see 49ers. Until they get smacked in the mouth. Mike! Cocoa, thanks, fam. Hey, Jalen.
Ronbo, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Man, ain't nobody worried about Smoking Joe. Lamar Jackson can't fucking throw. And Deshaun Watson can't be around no women no more. What's up, Ronbo? What's up, Ron?
Jalen comes up with these brilliant rhymes. I love it. Just for whoever playing this week. Yeah.
Hey, Ronbo, just to knock some jitters off some of the people in the chat, because I know I'm good for doing that. The Cleveland Browns, Ronbo.
Yes.
The Cleveland Browns. In the last 10 years have won a total of, their record, Ronbo, in the last 10 years, going back to 2013.
Yes.
It's 55, 106, and 1. Who we playing next week, Ronbo? Who we playing? The Vikings? Yeah, I'm not trying to spend too much time talking about a team that's lost 106 games in the last 10 years.
First round picks for the majority of them years.
Yeah, Ronbo, nobody's worried about the Browns. I saw those numbers 55, 106. Jesus, boy. Ronbo, you understand that in 2 years, in 2 full NFL seasons and 17 games, that's already like, 33? So y'all have a grand total of barely over 2 seasons worth of wins in 10 years. That's
the organization needs to sell. That's all there is to it. Because they don't know what they're doing. I think they've had first-round picks back-to-back on a couple of those years because I was all pissed off because, you know what, I don't know, the Browns, why don't somebody trade and get one of them picks? They got the first and second pick of the round. How come? So, because they're sorry.
Yeah, they never been that good to me, Ronbo. The Browns, Bengals, the Jets, Lions, Texans, Jags. Ronbo, the same old stuff.
Jags got one Super Bowl.
Ronbo, I think. Let me ask you something, Ronbo. How many times has the Jags probably picked in the top 10 in the last 10 years? I'd say probably a good 8 times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
some of these
remember
things
the
I
Jaguars.
ain't worried
The
about
Jaguars
it.
did get to the top of the heap once. See, the rest of the teams you mentioned ain't. I mean, the Jets is. I mean, it goes back hundreds of years. Uh, the Texans have never been there. Well, no, the
Yeah,
Texans
Ronbo.
competed when Deshaun was there for a minute. I forgot about that. But it's easy to forget.
Yeah, see, yeah, Ronbo, it's nothing to worry about. I mean, once I pulled those numbers up, I mean, Jesus, you lost 106 games. Damn, Ronbo. Damn.
Try to count how many
Like,
quarterbacks they've drafted and had to get rid
Jesus,
of.
God. Imagine how many coaches they've had.
Ask Don Burr about how bad a team can be.
Oh, Mamba, I'm sure they probably even worse. Who do you think's had a worse record going back these last 10 years, Mamba? The Browns or the Lions?
You know what? I would bet money without looking. It has to be the Lions. In the last 10 years, it is the Lions.
Oh, my goodness, Mamba. I mean, 106 games you lost? Jesus Christ. Man, that's bad. But anyway, Rombo, Brock Purdy, I mean, like I said, he put 30 points on the best coach defense. He put 40 points on the best talented defense. And then prove.
That's why the argument is raging so hard. They don't have anything to talk about. These are the same people that said, 49ers don't even know who's going to be the quarterback. They've told you who the quarterback was going to be. What are you talking about? You guys just making conversation up. They told you Brock Purdy was going to start. They still don't believe it.
Am I going in and out?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you just came back in though.
Okay, all right. What were you saying?
I'm saying these are the same people that before the season started. Well, the 49ers, they don't even know who the quarterback's going to be. So I'm taking the Eagles as being the number one team. I'm taking the Chiefs, of course, to be the number 3 team, or number 2 team. And I think they made us number 3 because we don't know who the quarterback's going to be. Quarterback ain't lost the game yet.
Rombo, can I just ask you a question? And you can look these numbers up as well. Joe Burrow, his rookie year, before he got Jamar Chase and before he tore his ACL, he was not that good. How good would Joe Burrow be if he didn't have Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, Tyler Boyd, and T. Higgins? But we sit up here and we talk about Brock Purdy having all these weapons.
Too many weapons.
If anybody had those Bengals weapons, Rombo, if anybody had those Bengals weapons, you tell me they wouldn't have success? Look at those guys.
T. Higgins and Joe Mixon, that's enough right there. I don't even need Jamar Chase, and that already is overkill.
Jamar Chase and Tyler Boyd, come on, Rombo.
And
so of course, since it's Joe Burrow, nobody's gonna say anything. Yeah. Since it's Joe Burrow, Tyler Boyd, those guys are just scrubs. But since it's Brock Purdy, Deebo Samuel, he's got all these guys. So does Joe Burrow. Look at them, and he has chemistry with him, Rombo. Right. He actually knew
he's known him since high
Jamar
school.
Chase. That's what I'm saying. Like, how is this even? And physically, I mean, what can Joe Burrow do physically that Brock can't? I mean, Joe ain't a strong arm guy throwing the ball 60 yards off his back foot.
And by the way, all quarterbacks have to play out of a system. If you don't, then how are you going to have a team with any kind of concept that everybody can follow along with? So I don't know he's a system quarterback. Guys, just come up with things. Anybody knows about the game knows you guys are talking crap.
Okay, Rombo, I'm gonna give you a good example on the system quarterback. We could say that Deebo Samuel is a system wide receiver. How elite would Deebo be in other teams' offenses? He'd probably be decent, good, but he probably wouldn't be as good as he is with us. You know why? Because we use him in a scheme that benefits his abilities to the best. And we do that with Brock, Rombo.
Yes.
Exactly. Why didn't you? And I don't hate on Rombo. Why do you think Trey didn't work out? Because it just wasn't his personnel. Yeah. It wasn't his type of system.
Jay, I don't know how the clock ran out on so. You know what? We need to get on this subject hardcore one day. Because some of these things.
The stuff about Brock. It's for clicks, Rombo. It's for clicks. I mean, Rombo, he got us a field goal against the Raiders. He outplayed Dak Prescott in the playoffs. What the hell does he need to prove? We were down against the Seahawks in the playoffs, but what else do we have to prove with this man?
Super Bowl.
At the end of the day, we still the kings of the West.
Jalen, how about your score?
Kyle need a 2-year rest. 40 to nothing. We still the kings of the West. Kyle and Nee need a 2-year rest, and Gene D and Rudy, where y'all at? The 49ers gonna be the best. We get a Niners shout out, Ronbo.
Big Jalen. The Big Show says Trey just bought himself a home in Dallas for $2.3 million. Doesn't look like Trey's leaving Dallas anytime soon if Dak continues to this poor performance. How'd you get that info that quick? That's amazing. I'm impressed. Maybe Jones told him something. Go ahead, and I've got a realtor outside because you're going to be here for a while and buy yourself a house. As a matter of fact, don't worry about it. I'll pay for it. Jerry! Hey, Charles.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Charles, this is the kind of season I wish we could have every year. Everything is fun and games. Everything's a joke. Food tastes better these days. I don't wake up in the morning mad as hell because I have to get up. You know what I'm saying? It's just a wonderful thing being alive as a 49er fan. Praise be the name. 49ers and the Lord together. I love y'all. Oh!
Oh, yeah.
We can joke and clown about teams like the Browns. I didn't mean to do that, actually. Charles, get in here. Talk to me. What's going to happen this weekend?
Well, this team is unlike all the other teams that we've had in the past few years, because we have a quarterback that's able to execute the offense, is able to pass the ball, get the ball to the wide receivers en route, while they're making their breaks into their route, and he can get the ball where it needs to go, and that makes a huge difference. He's not like Jimmy G. Jimmy G was just, he was off the time he was a one-read QB. He had to get the ball out because he couldn't read defenses all that well, and so Brock is not like that. He can read defenses. He can he's smart, and everybody knows that. And
No. Everybody doesn't know that. Remember, NFL analysts are calling him nothing
but
more than
they
a
don't
fluke.
they don't want
to.
they don't want to. No, they don't want.
They talk too much before the season started. See, now
they're
trying to justify my integrity's taking a blow here. Okay, listen, he's a system quarterback. No. Yeah.
But they don't want to say anything good about him. I mean, I'm not saying they don't say anything good about him. They don't want to call him a franchise QB. They don't want to. I mean, what's the difference between Brock Purdy and I just had his name on the tip of my tongue. The other QB that we had that threw a lot of balls to T.O. He had the same build as
Garcia?
Brock Purdy. Garcia, yeah. I mean, but there's no difference between Brock Purdy and Garcia, other than Garcia was a little bit more athletic, and he could run, I think, a little bit more faster than Brock Purdy. But his arm wasn't. I think there's a tie between arm strength and athleticism. They were the same body type and everything. I think that's what's going on. I mean, he looks like a little boy.
He does,
but so did
especially the way he dresses.
And I think he looks like a little boy.
He does.
And that's what the media can't get over. I mean, Drew Brees looked like him when he was a rookie. And as the years progress, he'll earn more respect. He'll earn more respect on the sporting commentators. But and it's that is what it is. It's he has to earn his respect, and he has to do it by continuing to play excellent or play above average, and he'll get his respect.
But Charles, really funny on that same subject though. The minute Brock has a game, and he's only human, the minute he has a game where everything isn't perfect, oh my God, I told
No,
you.
he has to.
I knew it
No,
was
he
coming.
has
You
to
guys
have.
you wouldn't listen to me. I said,
No,
man, would you shut up?
no,
I'm like, come
no.
on.
He has
He
to
had
have.
one game where it was just wasn't perfect, and here you come.
No,
Oh,
he has to have consecutive games. I mean, his. I mean, this guy has a 125 QBR rating. Man,
he's
that
amazing.
is
That's hard to
that
do.
is
Okay,
one
what kind
two
of?
twenty five.
That's a.
That's what you do on Madden.
I know,
That's what you do on
right?
Madden on rookie mode. And if
Yes.
you don't do that, you
In
don't do
real
that in the
life,
NFL. That means, man, that means that but he's in the system. See, that's the thing about Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan has a way of making things, cropping things to where he takes the pressure off of his quarterback um, a little bit, and he's able to come up with a strategy, that doesn't expose his quarterback, and it doesn't expose his wide receivers nor his tight ends, because
and don't
you
forget the
don't know
offensive
who's.
line as well. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
getting that ball out
yeah.
quick does a lot of good things, but everybody has to be on the
Oh yeah,
same page,
yeah,
including the receivers. They have to be as sharp as that quarterback. You got to be at your spots. You got to get there in time. Don't be wrestling and fighting through coverage. Get there
yeah,
because the ball's going to be there.
yeah. And when you, as a defense, when you don't have a clue of what who's going to get the ball and when they're going to get the ball,
Yes,
I mean,
indeed.
it just
Makes it
the element
tough.
of it's
Surprise.
it's like coming to play the 49ers is like walking into a haunted house. You don't know what's
Yes.
going to happen. You don't know
Good.
what's going to happen. And so that's the thing that I like about that's the intriguing thing. That's the scary thing about playing the 49ers. Regardless of where we go, we're going to win this game. I think I'll say 30-7.
30 to
And
7 for Charles said.
we're going to we're going to well I'll say 35-7
There you go.
because
You feel good about it, ain't you? Go
I
ahead.
just
35.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna keep the sevens. We're probably gonna score about 5 touchdowns. So,
See,
we're
I
gonna
did the
have
same
fun and
math though. That's 35 points. Actually added three more though. Okay, Robbie Gold's going to come in the fourth quarter. I mean, not Robbie Gold. Jake is going to come in the fourth quarter, and
okay,
Kyle just to
yeah,
keep him loose is going to have him kick a field goal because he don't want him going the
yeah,
whole game not kicking one. 38. That's how I came up with 38. Same thing. I think a lot of us think five TDs is about right.
yeah. That's what's gonna happen. It's we're not. This team is not gonna let up. This is like we got about another 2 years of window that this team has, and you want to when your team has an open window, you want to spend your window time, focusing on championships and multiple championships. You don't want to be,
Dynasty,
just making it. Yeah, you don't want to be making it to the conference finals,
like we've been doing.
and then you know losing the game. So I think this we're not sleeping on nobody. And I don't think I don't think it's the issue about sleeping. It's just that we're so we love playing with one another. We love playing for one another, and we're a team now. We
Yeah,
this
and
team has
and
grown. This team has grown up together. This
and, and,
roster
and that makes
brought
for a lot of
up
continuity.
together.
Charles, we do have to stop though. I'll be looking for you Sunday, and we can go ooh la la for the entire
All right.
time.
Well, well,
Right.
well. I just want to say before I get off, I'm still looking for Diamador Lamore to
No,
be
wait a minute. No, wait
replaced.
a minute.
I just
No,
want to say
wait.
before I
No,
go.
Charles. No, don't. No, don't go there. I'm telling you right now. Diablo had a good game the other day. You know.
Well, he only had a good game because he wasn't targeted. If they start targeting him,
Charles, you can only
you
use
know.
these kind of things until week 8. After that, you got to go ahead and pay the piper. I'll see you Sunday.
All right. Love you, Rumbo. Have a good night.
Love you, Charles. Night, fam.
All right. All right. Later.
Bird, yes, Dave. Bird put me down 34-13, and thank you again for clarifying that. Yeah, no, Bird, I just didn't. I just only saw that part. We've had some of the Rams fans, Gene D, all his folks from the Seahawk land. I mean, they come in there. Oh, you guys got censor, so I can't say this. Yeah, okay, look, man. You know what? Because if you're rude coming off in there, you're lucky to be in the first place. Go Puff says they should ask John Elway, Kurt Warner, Troy Aikman, and Joe Montana, do they have any weapons? I know, right? Get off this kid. Mr. Block Eyes, a good number of the Browns are hurt. See, take over and end it. I know, that's why it's scary, fam. So look at that team. If I was him, I'd go ahead and say, look, there's no point in you coming here and your players hurting my players, and you possibly could sustain some injuries. Let's just go ahead and call it what it is. We'll take this beat down. We'll see if Roger Goodell passes it, or otherwise it's over. I'm dreaming. No, I want to see a game, though. Oh, it's Donut and Tanisha. Donut.
Hey. I say we woke up this morning and we got out of bed, had a big old six-pack to cool our head. We gonna be all right, and that is a fact. We played the Sunday saying, what's up with that? Ooh-wee.
What's up with that?
What's up with that? Ooh-wee. What's up with that? What's up with that? We gonna be all right. We go in with the fight. What's up with that?
What's up with that?
Hello, everybody. We gonna do our thing. What's up with that? I say, what's up
with that?
I say, Ronbo Productions. Everybody, what's up with that? I said we gonna be all right this Sunday. Although they got that dude Myles Garrett, he might try to get one sack, but he only gonna get one quarterback pressure. Yeah. What's going on, y'all?
Tell you what, fam, if he stays on that left side, I don't know why they don't switch to the right side. In fact, I don't know why they didn't put Michael with his crying self on the other side, since they let him move around. Why you went up against the worst guy you could go up against the line, now you're mad.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, that was last week. You know what I'm saying? We going to get off Michael, you know what I'm saying? But what I am going to say before we get to the subject, because we're going to keep it nice and tight and right, Michael Parsons, he need to quit crying because the job is already done. That's one.
Yes.
Deebo Samuel was right. It was already personal since last year. That's part two. And number three, he just mad because when they saw, he didn't even see the T-shirt until after the game. You know what I'm saying? Apparently. And so that was just a little icing on the cake after we won, after we scraped them. And he just mad like a little boy. So that's all that is, Faithful.
I mean, he's 24 and he's got a microphone, okay? And he's a football player. That's Micah. Somebody should go. One of his teammates will say, Micah, man, you know, you can back up on that. I ain't trying to hear that, man. You know what I'm saying? Miss me with that. I don't like that shirt because they're just enjoying. They're laughing at you, and that means they're laughing at us. I really would.
That's right.
Come on, man. Stop.
You know, so I guess we got our answer. You know what I'm saying? Not only it wasn't a tragedy, it was actually a comedy. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
It was a comedy starring Will. It was a comedy movie starring Will Ferrell because they was talking smack all the time, and they thought they had a chance like the movie Old School. You know, trying to make fourth place. You understand me? But when it's all said and done, they got rolled over and burned just like the movie Talladega Nights.
They failed.
But see, that's why this game looks ridiculously easy. Now that we've gotten together to talk, now when I was walking around in my little world of ain't nothing wrong, but ain't nothing can go wrong, I'm thinking the 49ers just go in there and they have to pull the 49ers off the Browns. Worse than they did, they had to pull them off the Cowboys. So then, now that we've talked about it, I see the possibilities of something possibly going wrong. Let's just, you know.
Yeah.
But what do you say?
Well, you know what I'm saying, Ronbo, you know, what we got to understand, you know what I'm saying, and I'm feeling most, and, you know, I'm just like the few callers that's not complaining, that doesn't have nothing that's bad to say about our players and everything like that. All our players prove that they can do our thing on both sides of the ball and special teams. That's one. But Faithful, they are having too much fun right now by being at 5-0 and winning collectively. You know what I'm saying? If anything they're not worried about playing in no damn rainy weather. No. They're waiting to play in this rainy weather so they won't be sweating so hard. Look on the bright side. They're not playing. Yeah, look on the bright side. They're not playing in Denver where they got to worry about the rainy weather and, you know, worry about catching the breath. They're going to be all right. And then on the other side of the ball, Cleveland got to play the same damn weather.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They put their shoes on just like us. They put their helmet on just like us. They got some good players on their team. You know, they got some good players on their team. We're not going to worry about it. But the head, the snake, the quarterback is not playing, the general of the team. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be way different. You know, and I'm like the caller said also before us, we're not being cocky, we're being confident, and we deserve that, Rob. You know what I'm saying? We really, really do deserve this. You feel me? So our final score that I'm going to say right now is going to be 41-6. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I give them 6 points.
They're gonna try. They're gonna try. They're gonna, you know, they're gonna get. They might get a field goal or two. You understand me? But we're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna prove you got to get 30 to beat Brock Purdy. But we done scored 42 last week, and we are not stingy enough. We're gonna keep it rolling, Faithful.
That's right. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Ain't stopping now.
Yes,
don't be scared now, Faithful.
In fact, this could be that shutout, don't it? You know that one we should have got against the Steelers?
Mm-hmm.
And the Steelers is a better ball club than what we're playing now. And
That's right. That's right. You know, and we understand that they got good players. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got my man, we got our dude Miles Garrett. You know what I'm saying? We got Denzel Ward. You know what I'm saying? The safety doing his thing. You know, they got a couple of pieces over there.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, but we have more pieces. Fortunately, we have more pieces to pick through. You know what I'm saying? If they want to stop this guy, we got another guy to go to. You want to stop McCaffrey? We got the big guy, Jordan Mason. You want to try to stop Debo or Ayuk? We got the third, my man, the ringer, Juwan Jennings. Don't forget about him. And if you can't get it nowhere else, you got the tight end, George Kittle. And don't forget the joystick, Mr. Switchblade Knife, Mr. Juice Chair. You know what I'm saying? So on offense alone, you understand me? Let's get involved.
Did you mention Ayuk yet?
Oh, I said Ayuk and Debo, you know what I'm saying, first. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you want to stop Debo or Ayuk, you got to go to McCaffrey. You want to stop McCaffrey, you got to go to the big man Mason because we're going to pound you. We're going to pound you. You know what I'm saying, Cleveland? We coming, you know? And if you want to go down to weapons, if you can't give it to Kittle, we're going to give it to Juszczyk. You know? He can catch, he can run.
Don't leave out Mrs. Bell's baby boy, Ronnie.
Oh yeah. That's a secret weapon, though. You know what I'm saying? Whenever he comes in, he proved many times that he can block. He proved that he could do special teams. I'm surprised they ain't put his ass on defense yet, Ronbo.
I'm telling you, we got people that should be playing and they would be on other teams that are sitting down, and some of them, we got a couple of them in the practice squad that I know good and well could contribute. We just got too much. I love it so.
Yes. Too much, man. Too much to worry about anything. Just like that song, don't make me sing that song. You ain't got to worry about a thing. You understand me, Faithful? We're going to be all right.
Everything's going to be all right.
You know? That's right.
Yeah.
You know, I tell you, we can't get tired of this. I hope this season could go on an extra 3 or 4 weeks, but I don't want to see anybody get hurt the longer the season drags on. More possibility that happens. I just want to go to the Super Bowl.
Yes, and you know, and that's the mission. And that's the mission, you know, get to the promised land, you know, get to the bye. First thing, let's go week by week, get to the bye week with no injury or less injuries as possible so we can get guys coming in that is off the charts, you know. Get week 10 straight healthy, do not be rusty. Let's continue rolling, you know what I'm saying. Get ready for week 13, which is Philly. You know, we're not passing everybody, but we know what the mission is. Yes. You know, we're trying to get that number 1 spot. No matter what Philly do, we still want to be hungry. No matter who they come with, they'll want to be hungry. No matter how they try to play physical, we still going to come hungry. And no matter how loud they stadium going to be, it's going to be looking like Christmas Day because it's going to be a mixture of green and red.
We still going to be hungry.
Indeed, go get you another turkey leg. Yeah, I tell you, we got to go, y'all. But listen, it's always a good time. I'll see you Sunday, and we can continue right where we left off of talking nothing but pure joy. Oh.
Yes, indeed.
Woo, woo, woo.
Y'all have a great night. Would you please? I'll see you this weekend.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You too. Ronbo, take it easy. Productions, keep it light, keep it lit. And faithful out there, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and make sure you wipe your feet and wash that dish if you eat.
Please.
Bang, bang, not a game, y'all. Woo, woo.
Tell that to Tanisha. Night, y'all.
Good night.
Yeah, whoever left that plate in the sink last night and let that stuff get dried up and hard, I'm looking for you. Hey, Serge.
Yo, what's going on?
Serge, man, we're sitting there partying before the game. When is the last time that we had the right to do this? And actually, we do, Serge. I don't know. Serge, point out some things that can maybe tilt things in the Browns' way, or go ahead and tell us how you feel. Because, quite frankly, there is no point really playing this game. Although, somebody said earlier that Schwartz is 5-1. Was that Evan? Schwartz is 5-1. Coach Schwartz, that's their defensive guy. He's 5-1 against Kyle Shanahan? Really? Of course, he probably had different teams, though. I mean, other than the one he has now. But go ahead.
I don't know. I just look at the Browns like I do with the Raiders. They haven't really gone anywhere. You know, I haven't really been paying attention to the Browns this season, to be honest, because they don't really.
I think they're 2-2.
Like,
yeah,
they are 2-2. But I don't know. I just don't like. I'm sure they have good games, but they're just like the Raiders. Like they won a couple games here and there, and they're just not a playoff team. They need a lot of rebuilding, just like a lot of other teams. But
Serge, they were a playoff team at the beginning of the season. Chubb left with injuries. They've had some key injuries. You can't lose a guy like, is that Bradley? You can't use a guy like Bradley Chubb, who's carrying your offense a lot like the Giants with Saquon Barkley, and expect to continue to have an offense.
Yeah, I don't know. They just kind of remind me of like the Cardinals. Like they're just on and off. Like they'll have a couple good games in a row, and then they just start dying off. They're like no show during the season. So
can you imagine playing for a team like that? You don't feel like playing anymore. Is what the problem is too. If I'm on the defensive unit with Cleveland, oh man, anybody could be busting ass out here just to watch us lose 59-17. I mean, you know.
No, I'm just glad we're playing the Browns because it's going to give us another victory. So I'm just more hyped than like playing Seattle and Eagles. I think the Eagles are the one team that I'm very excited throughout this whole season, besides beating the Cowboys. But other than that, like it's probably just the Seahawks and the Eagles this year.
I agree because I'm sick of Hawks fans.
Everybody else was like,
talking about how great the Eagles. They're not even talking. They talk about the Hawks. That the Hawks are just dominating. Okay, they've won. They've lost.
Oh yeah,
one.
they're 3-1. So it's like 4-1, right? 4-1.
Yeah,
3-1.
Did they take a week off yet? They're 4-1 if they haven't taken any bye week yet.
Oh, they're 4-1. Oh, okay. Yeah, so those are the ones that I'm more. Those are the ones that I'm concentrating on more. Is Seattle and Philadelphia, but I don't know. I've been watching a lot of TV, and they're just talking. They're starting to talk a lot of good things about Brock Purdy now, but the other one that's bothering me.
There's arguments going on.
Oh, Michael Irvin and Skip have been talking really good things about Brock Purdy after this defeat with the Cowboys. Yeah, and they're saying that he's an MVP, but now everybody's talking about him being a lead, and I'm like, it's too early to be saying that, but so far what he's doing right now, you could say that he's elite.
He is what he is. You play, you produce, and you get graded on your production. Ryan Clark pointed out in such wonderful fashion. I says, you see that? That's the truth. How many games he lost, y'all? Where do you see him ranking on the league this year? We can't just call him things that he ain't. He is what he is. And I says, Ryan, that is the gospel truth.
Yeah, and the one person that's bothering me about him talking about Brock not being the lead Shannon. What's his name?
He's a system quarterback. Oh, Shannon.
Yeah, and like he's not a project quarterback. I'm like, do you understand that he's the perfect fit for Kyle? Just like Mahomes is a perfect fit for whatever their coaches from the Chiefs, and same thing with Brady, and the Patriots. Like they were just a perfect fit, because how many quarterbacks have played under Kyle, and were not a perfect fit?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we won with Kyle with other quarterbacks, but they weren't this perfect of a fit like Brock is right now. Look at his records. Like he's breaking records. His stats are so high. He's undefeated. So it's not because of Kyle. That's part of it.
Every quarterback has a system, Serge. You come in, the coach has outlined of what you're supposed to do. Everybody learns the program, and they get with it. This thing about being a system quarterback is saying, well, he doesn't put the game on his back and have to carry it, and we want to see him come from behind. Why? Just to justify your stupid argument.
No, and it doesn't matter about all the weapons that we have, because it takes our quarterback to pull the trigger and give him the ball. Yep. And then not only that, our defense is holding other teams under 20 points. And look what happened against the Cowboys. They did not reach the red zone the whole entire game. That one touchdown that he had is because he threw it up like a prayer, but they did not reach the red zone the whole game.
That was amazing.
So it's
CeeDee
all
still
team
pissed
thing.
off
But
about that.
oh, I'm sure he was really upset.
Serge, let me get your score because we're going to run out of time here in a second. What do you got for a score?
I think it's gonna be an easy game. Even with the weather, I don't think we're gonna throw the ball as much. We're probably gonna run it with Debo and TMC and Mason. So I'm thinking it's gonna be a 32-6 game. We're gonna take it easy on this one. I think Debo's gonna have 2 rushing touchdowns for sure. So it's gonna be a decent game. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a decent game. So. Let's give everybody a break until we get our bye.
There you go. Well, Serge, we're going to go. And I look forward to seeing you Sunday. And we can sit back and relax and say, I thought it was going to be a game, but this is ridiculous. I can't wait to say that. Otherwise. Serge,
yeah,
Serge,
it's going to be
identify yourself
fun.
in the chat so we know who you are. All right.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, Serge. See you Sunday.
That's my gamer tag, by the way. I go by my gamer tag when I go on social media.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Man. Have a great night, Serge.
Have a good night, guys. All right. Good game. Bye.
And let's go and see what Matt S has to say. Matt.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
What's going on, bro?
Oh, man. We're going back and forth between. There's not a lot to be said about this game. But when you think about the fact that there's this discussion going on, arguments among certain people about whether Brock Purdy is elite.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know why it's necessary to call him elite or not anyway. But to make an argument out of it, looking at the numbers, well, if you embarrassed yourself before the season started by saying, they don't even have a quarterback for love of God, so I'm going to put the 49ers, I'm going to rank them right around the 4th position. Now what do you guys come back and you're saying things like, he's this, he's that, but he ain't good. He is good. It's like Nick Wright even said, he's great. So far, it's hard to imagine, but it's true.
What are they gonna say when we go to the Super Bowl? And even if we don't win, like what are you gonna say, man? Like, I don't know. I mean, eventually we gotta lose. I mean, I guess we don't have to, but
we're gonna go nuts when he does lose finally. It could be week 16, 17 against the Rams. Well, the 49ers finally lost. Hey, fellas, Brock wasn't on the field. Okay, we were trying to reserve players. We got a 3-game cushion on the NFC and the rest of the league to keep home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So there. Now what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and as far as this game coming up this weekend, I think obviously rain will play an issue there. But yeah, I think Phil kind of was hitting it on the head when he was talking about the fact that, later in the game, they're going to be gassed because the offense isn't going to have as much as we have. And we've got just as much of a defensive, not better. And so we're just gonna we're gonna dominate them. I mean, it's gonna be ridiculous.
And then run the ball and really wear them out.
Yeah. I think if it's just the problem is if it's super sloppy and puddles and all sorts of crap, I think it's going to be a lower scoring game.
Yeah.
But that's hard to say.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be that way and with the Steeler game too, but that didn't materialize either. So
that didn't pan out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just sprinkled a little bit. I don't think it was a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we dominated those guys, man. That was nice. I didn't know what to think about that. You know, you coming in first game of the season and coming into a team where, you know, you could possibly
yeah, you and
meet
me
your
both.
match and
Yeah, you were kind of surprised by that as well.
playing like that.
Yeah, Matt, you're falling
Oh,
off.
yeah.
Your reception's going off. Are you moving around?
Yeah. Yeah, I was laying back a little bit. But yeah, no, I was kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, I think all of us were because the fact of the matter is the Steelers are a better team than that. But we were that good. We didn't know how good we were yet. 49ers were damn good from day one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think we're going to prove it again this weekend. And I was thinking too, you know, with the scores, I think it's going to depend. You know, like I almost have a rainy score and then a dry score. You know, and looking at like a dry score, you know, like a mild. It's going to be like a 34 to like a 13 or a 12. You know, I don't think.
Is that your
I
drive?
don't really think they're going to score a touchdown until we're like fully off the field. Like when we have our second string guys in the field, then they're probably going to score some garbage time points. But up until that point, I think they're just going to kick field goals, in my opinion.
So, Matt, you got a dry score. Is that your dry score or your wet score?
That was my dry score.
Okay.
My wet score is more like a 21 to 6.
Yeah. Because, man, I'm glad you pointed that out because the fact of the matter is it's going to be as difficult for them as it is for the 49ers. Us being a little better team, of course, we should still reign supreme.
Absolutely. Oh, we need to stay penalty free too.
Yeah, that's something they need to work on discipline-wise. We got better since week 1, though.
We've been pretty good this year.
Yeah. Except for
I
Trent
would say,
Williams.
anyways.
We got to get him a hearing aid. Trent's not hearing the signals.
Yeah.
Especially when we're playing away games. And it's understandable. He's way far away from Brock, who, you know, is, I don't know how loud he is, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, and it's loud out there, man. I couldn't even imagine. I have no idea what that's like.
Yeah. So.
Probably pretty intense.
Yeah. You've been, when's the last time you've been to a game? I mean, yeah, when the opposing team has the ball and you're sitting in somebody else's stadium by chance, it gets, you can't even hear yourself think. That's really loud.
No. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine.
So.
But yeah, brother.
34-13.
That's pretty much all I got.
Yeah, well, Uber X Overland. Here he is, Matty. Matty, I'll tell you what, we'll see you Sunday, see what we got here, and say, Matty had it right. Dry score 34-13. It was a little wet, 21-6.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Okay.
I always forget to tell you, not that you have to, but you can always follow my channel back. I only have like 130 some odd subscribers, but it would allow you to see. If you could see the area where I come from, I always tell you it's beautiful. Then you could really see what it is. So all it is like outdoor shots.
I got a friend lives up in that
so,
area.
Yeah.
Lives in Salem, Oregon.
It's fun.
I mean, that's forest and roundhouses nestled in. It's gorgeous. Hey, so
it's gorgeous.
What's your YouTube handle?
It's the same as it's Urbex Overland.
All right, Urbex Overland. There he is. Check out Matty. Get some of that scenery.
Yeah.
One of the most beautiful spots in the country. Thank you, Matty. Talk to you later.
Gorgeous up here.
It really is.
All right, buddy. Catch you Sunday.
Hey,
all right, buddy.
Looking forward to it. See you Sunday. Yeah, when it snows up in that area, it kind of reminds you of Tahoe, the way the snow just hangs off the pines. Hey, Tony!
Hey, Ron and Bo.
Oh, man, we're sitting there. It's like there's no reason. Last week I was excited as all hell, right? You go through these emotions. You're getting ready to play the Cowboys. You know they're going to give you some kind of thought. We thought, and they are the Cowboys. That's already something to make you mad. And then we got what we got. Now this week, the Browns look helpless. I feel like we'd be bullying them to go in there and play them. right now with all the people
You
got
can't
out.
have that.
I know it is football.
Yeah, well,
It's not
I
our
hope.
fault.
Is it Watson?
Yeah, Deshaun. Yeah, he's not
Yeah, I
playing.
hope he plays.
No, he's not.
He's got. I know, but I hope he does because he's got a rotator cuff. I've had one of those,
What does
Ronbo,
it
and
feel like?
they're painful. Absolutely painful. Because what happens is your tendons that go from your shoulder blade to the joint to like the ball of your shoulder,
right?
They become swollen, and every time you lift, if you lift your arm up, say from your side, you put your arm right down beside your leg, and you try and lift it parallel. The tendons become swollen, and they pinch between the shoulder blade and the ball. So they give you an elastic band. They give you all these special exercises to do, and you got to ice it for 10 minutes every night. And it is excruciating pain. And the reason why I want him to play is because if he goes for the long ball, it's going to come up short.
See a grown man screaming after you let that. He wouldn't. They'd keep the ball on the ground anyway. He'd probably be running more than anything. But he has to look like Deshaun Watson. Even before he got hurt, he didn't look like Deshaun Watson. Not the one.
Yeah. And I was going to physio every single day for a month to get some sort of relief. So it's really painful.
I can imagine. I've heard about it. I mean, baseball players have ended their careers like that.
The thing that made me laugh the most was Jerry Jones talking about the Cowboys. I pissed myself laughing. I thought, what are you talking about, old man?
He's embarrassed.
Well, we need to see to play the 49ers so that we could see where we are in our season. And, can we turn this around? You betcha we'll turn it around, and we will turn it around. And Dak Prescott,
yes,
I'm proud of the boys, and Dak Prescott is a quarterback that can take us to a Super Bowl.
Yes, he said that.
Jerry,
he did.
Shut the fuck up, will you? You know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? You really believe? You don't believe that yourself? Why are you saying that? Jerry Jones, being the smart man that he is, and he is because he's a billionaire, right? Why would he be? He's calculating in some fashion. That little move he made of the Super Bowl runs through Santa Clara, he's doing that to take a little pressure off him, because if he gets embarrassed, he can say things. Well, I knew there was a good ball club. I just wanted to see how good. Yeah, Jerry.
And do you believe that the 49ers ain't going to have a bad day? Every team in the competition has a bad day. We just had a bad day.
Tony from Banana loves this. When you talk Jerry Jones. Because talking Texas Jerry Jones style is even more funny than your average Texan. He's so full of crap. Oh man, he knows that Super Bowl's not running through. Jerry Jones already said something to allude to the fact he doesn't want to die without a Super Bowl. And having Dak Jones, Jerry, you will definitely be dead before Dak gets to the Super Bowl. God.
And they keep, the media keeps moving the goalposts. First it was the Cowboys had the best defense in the league. Now it's the Browns that got the best defense in the league. Every team we play has got the best defense in the league. Make up your mind, you bloody idiot.
God.
I mean, how far's the flight, Ronbo, from there to
Texas? I mean, to Cleveland?
No, to Cleveland.
From Cali to Cleveland? Yeah, that's got to be upwards of 2.5 hours.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, Cleveland's Midwest. Ohio.
Oh, well, that should be fine. But they do have Myles Garrett. Is it Myles Garrett?
The biggest thing they got on defense is Myles Garrett. That's it.
Okay,
they got some of the guys that aren't
the
bad, but Garrett is the guy.
Yeah. Well, the game's going to be predicated on can they get quarterback pressures on Purdy, and then how quick, if they do start getting quarterback pressures, and if they're smarter than the Cowboys, and they put Myles Garrett on the left-hand side, and they do, well, I guess Purdy's going to start breaking off to the left behind T. Williams.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be up to Kyle as to see how quickly he can scheme our boys open. But I'm trying to think of all the negatives of all week of what can happen against the Browns. And I mean, I don't think they're anything to sneeze at, but I keep coming back to we've just got too much firepower.
I know.
You know what I mean? I just keep like Debo Samuels. I mean, you've got Mason screaming from a mountaintop, going, "Kyle, please put me on." You can rotate him and McCaffrey. I mean, Mason reminds me a little bit of a Pacheco. You know what I mean? The way he runs with his hair on fire.
Yeah.
And that TD that he scored through how many missed tackles was that? Like 10? You know, he just ran through the whole side.
And he left those guys laying there. I mean, they weren't still standing up. They were laying in the dirt. He's strong.
I don't even think they saw him come past.
Well, yeah, I think you got to handle one of them or so. But the fact of the matter is, you know that McCaffrey he gets mad when he gets pulled out of the game. People ask him, "You okay?" "I'm okay." After that, what we thought may have been concussed, which was that shot to the head, he wanted to get back out there.
Okay, but you know, if I'm Kyle, I'll be talking to him on the sideline and saying, "Christian, I need you at the pointy end of the season, brother.
Right?
Just have a rest. Don't worry. I'll give you, 15 runs at the ball. You've got there's nothing for you to prove."
Yeah, that's the underlining fact right there. Tony, let me get your score though, because we have to pull up here. What do you got?
Oh, it's going to be a tough one, Ronbo, and you know how I go. Who's going to get how many TDs and everything? But I'm going to go 40 points to 10.
That was really tough, wasn't it? The tough one was giving him 10 points. All right, Tony, 40 to 10. I was thinking you were going to say 49, but 40 to 10 is fine. And I'll tell you what, we're going to see you Sunday and say, "Tony, you know, I told you to take that 49, but you were close."
I hope you're right. I hope it's a 50 burger.
Oh, God. All right, Tony, always a pleasure. I'll tell you what, I'll see you Sunday and practice on your Jerry Jones. Let's go back and forth. That's so much fun.
All right, brother.
Cheers.
Shout out to the usual suspects, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Looking forward to it.
Cheers,
bro. Cheers. Big Show, I had a feeling that was JJ too. JJ, and listen, make sure it's not things that have cheese or wash that plate. Hey, Bill.
Ronbo, I did a little bit of watching the game, reanalyzing it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say the media was right. The 49ers did have a very bad game that day. They could have did a whole lot better than what they did. And I tell you what, the Niners are going to have a chip on their shoulder this Sunday. It was a really terrible game. My prediction is 49-0. They're going to get a shutout. They're going to have to prove that they can shut teams out. And that Brock Purdy is the best. Cowboys got measly points when they should have gotten shut out.
Hey, Bill could be, because, the 49ers might score that many points before Kyle can pull them off of them. They did that to the Cowboys last week before Kyle realized, all right, let's get those starters out of there. This is just ridiculous.
It's going to be an epic game. 49ers versus the Cleveland Clowns.
But we got to worry, though. The 49ers need to stay intense, though. Don't come in there thinking, guys, I don't know. Let's just go ahead and play this and go home.
Oh, I don't think they're going to underestimate their opponent. That's why they're going to keep scoring and scoring and scoring as if they could come back on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to keep scoring on them. And I'm going to tell you what, Deshaun Watson's not starting this Sunday. And I'll tell you what, that quarterback that's behind the Cleveland Clowns are going to be, oh, my goodness, he's going to be shook. Nick Bosa might have 3 sacks in that game.
Yeah, he's got to get that sack total up because this is week 6. It'd be nice if Nick could get 3. Because Nick has only 1 or 2. He has 1.5. Yeah, Nick
Yeah.
needs 4.5 sacks. He needs to be all
I'm
over
telling you,
that poor quarterback.
The defense is going to eat this Sunday, and they're going to shut up all the analysts that, saying, Jerry Jones saying the 49ers had a bad game.
Nick Wright.
It was the worst game of their career.
Daniel
it was pretty awful. We could have put a lot more points up on them, and we could have shut them out. But I ain't worried. We're going to see him again. We'll shut him out, hopefully, and not see him again. I like them to have this taste in their mouth. No, I'm just playing. They had a really good game.
Listen, Bill, we could talk this way right now. Don't hold back. The Cowboys I have a feeling, looking at the schedule, realistically, Bill, the Cowboys, their chances of making the playoffs are getting ready to slim out. Because if they lose this weekend, like a lot of us think they're going to do, that's 3 losses. Now, that could take them right out of the NFC West or East to begin with.
And if they do get to us, they're going to be so wounded, so injured, that we're going to be licking our chops. Remember, we could have shut them out. Because Jerry Jones said we had a bad game. Okay, yeah, we had a bad game. Okay, Jerry. We remember that.
And
all right, saying Brock Purdy ain't nothing. Okay.
Yeah. And fear will be a factor, Bill. It's like, I don't know about the players, but every time we played the Hawks, I can admit it now, I was scared to the point of being dehydrated. I mean, they used to freak me out. As I said, what do we have to do to beat this team? We outplayed them last time, and they walked off with another W. I said, this is like, can we not play them anymore? I never talked like that then, but I talked about it, how I went through that with them
Ronbo,
then.
That was
Damn it.
That was Russell Wilson. We have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson's in Denver,
Yeah,
so you are good. So we're good. I ain't worried about no Hawks. I ain't worried about no lamb chops.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about no carbs. And I sure ain't worried about no Cleveland Clowns.
No, the Cleveland doesn't.
Carbs, yeah.
Looking at games, we need to be concerned about going down the line.
Arizona carbs. The Arizona carbs.
They'll make you fat. The only thing is, it's the Eagles. That's about the biggest challenge of 49ers. If they're going to continue to gain momentum and continue to get better as they seem to be doing, I don't know who's going to stop them. And that offense, you're not going to stop that offense. It's just not possible. If one doesn't beat you, the other 3 will. It's really, this is a crazy good team.
We ain't losing to no clowns this Sunday. I promise you that. That's not happening.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
We're walking over with the W, and we're gonna beat the bricks off them and show them what we could have did to the Cowboys. So we say, hey, Dallas, just stay home. Do yourself a favor. Stay home. Don't embarrass yourself.
Bill gave a score. I think he said 49-0.
Yeah, 49-0. It's a shutout. Give me a Ronbo shout out.
Yeah,
after Sunday.
They thought you were joking. Okay. You ready for that shout out? Big Bill.
Later.
All right, Bill. Hey, Steven. And, the Dodgers got swept. Ouch. Steven.
Ooh, Dodgers swept?
Yeah. Somebody just posted that up.
That can't
That's
be
the
us.
first
'cause we're
time
not
in
in.
years. Anyway. But then, you know what? There goes
the
another
Dodgers.
big payroll. Who has the biggest payroll in the NFL? Is that the Cowboys?
I think, yeah. No, it's someone else, I think.
It used to be the Rams, I think. Hell, it might be us.
Yeah, then they traded everything away and spent all their money for one Super Bowl and then tanked the rest of the season.
Man. I love it. See, because, Steven, that's what I like about our team. This team was born with a plan. You don't go in there just half-cocked and do the things that they did in desperation, because now it's all over. And it'll be another 2 decades before you get back in there. What's his name's not going to play forever. How many years do you think Stafford's got left? Even if they were to do what they plan on doing next year, and I understand they're going to allocate a lot of funding toward getting some more mercenaries in there. But even if they did get a few people in there, Stafford's got how many more years would you predict?
Not very many. Not very many if he keeps getting hit the way he does.
So that means you got to find another quarterback. How much trouble is that? Oh, God.
It's that's one thing a lot of people don't really realize. Finding a good quarterback, especially in college, is hit or miss 9 times out of 10.
Needle in a haystack. It really is. And Brock Purdy was a needle in a haystack. Last guy picked in the draft. And it doesn't matter where you get picked in the draft. Are you an NFL quarterback or are you not? Or are you a glorified high school player in college and you fizzle out in the NFL? How many guys fit that description? Thousands. Oh, it is hard. Anyway, Stephen, what do you got going on for this game?
What's this I hear about Cleveland being number 1 on defense? When did that happen? I thought Cowboys were number 1.
They were until last Sunday.
Eagles were number 1. So at what point in time did Cleveland decide to be like, yeah, you know what, we got the number 1? And when did the NFL decide, yeah, that's right, they're number 1?
Well, they have to do it this week, Stephen, provided things go as planned. Okay, I can just see them now. Okay, the 49ers ranked number 1 in defense. Is everybody happy now? You know? They don't like us, Stephen. They don't.
I know they don't. They're really not going to like Randy Gregory take some snaps. Bosa, Javon, and Randy on the same team at the same time, playing the same snap? Fuck no. I mean, especially now because I don't know if you heard, but the Browns don't have their all-pro left tackle either. So someone's going to eat really good on the left side.
No, Garrett's playing, isn't he?
Yeah, Myles Garrett, but their offensive left tackle is not playing.
Oh, offensive. Oh, that's right. I do remember hearing that. So now that poor kid, PJ, who's not all that anyway, is going to go unprotected. I hope they'll have a backup. Oh, they could put in the UCLA wonder if things go south.
Well, you know what, too, Ronbo? I will go ahead and say it. Deshaun Watson is a bitch because he's cleared to play. Yeah, he doesn't want to play against the Niners.
Wait. I thought he said that rotator cuff was still hurting.
No. He was medically cleared and okay to play, and he declined.
Okay. Well, he wanted to go get another massage before the game, and they probably told him, no. Oh, I can go wherever I want to go. It's my time. Bettino is out, too. Big Heck says Bettino's out, too. Who's Bettino? I don't know the Browns' personnel. Offensive lineman?
I think Bettino is the offensive left tackle.
Oh, Bettino.
I think.
Okay. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Okay. Whew. I'm always feeling sympathetic. They were going to struggle as
also done until the end of the month. So who knows who the 49ers might trade out or might trade in?
At the end of the month?
I'm hearing a lot of rumors saying that Elijah Mitchell would be the trade spot, but who knows? He could be good trade capital, but...
No, Stephen, wait. What would you trade for Elijah Mitchell? Because, see,
if I could... to be honest, Ronbo, if I lived in a perfect world, I would definitely trade Elijah Mitchell for Sauce Gardner and a second rounder.
Okay, but why would I do that? Because Elijah Mitchell already knows his problems. He's going to come in, he's going to run a few snaps, and he's going to be on the sideline with a bad knee. You're not going to get anything for Elijah Mitchell. If you want something, you're going to have to, maybe Jordan Mason might get you something.
If you really think about it, Ronbo, because look at how they could easily argue like, oh, well, look at Raheem Mostert. Look at how good he's doing with the Dolphins.
But he's been out. He's been out so much. I think Raheem's out again this week.
Well, look at Jerick McKinnon. We thought the same thing of Jerick McKinnon. Look at how well he's doing with the Kansas City Chiefs.
2 years later, and he's signed as a free agent.
So, exactly.
Well, if I'm a GM, I'm not giving you anything for Elijah Mitchell. So I'm saying we have so many players now, and you know what, Ronnie Bell, I got a feeling he would get GMs interested.
Oh, he would. But he needs to be on more snaps. Jawan Jennings would catch a very, very.
Yes.
because
Steve.
here's the thing about Juwan Jennings,
Real quick,
Ronbo, is I don't think he's ever really dropped a pass.
No, in
Especially
fact,
when
he was had a problem with that last year, but he made some great catches too.
well, on 3rd and Juwan, I mean, 3rd down when the chips are down, I don't think he's ever really dropped a pass in the high risk moment.
Yeah, you're right. It was those other ones, not 3rd down. You're right, though. That's an interesting stat. Anyway, Steve, let me get your score though, because we got to go. What do you got?
Well, it's gonna be a hard game because the weather in Cleveland dictate whether or not how well the 49ers play. If it's raining, it's going to be close. If it's snowing, it's probably going to be not as close, but close enough to where we're like, okay, we barely made it. But if it's not and it's an open season, Ronbo, we can expect the same thing we got in Dallas. So no scores, but I know Niners are going to win.
Okay, Steven's W, and all right. Steven, you little Rome. I tell you what, I can't wait to see you Sunday. All right.
I'll see you, Ronbo.
Have a great night, fam.
You too.
Yeah, the weather's. Oh, there he is. He is the head of the Dragon Clan. It is Papa Dragon. Pop!
What's up, man? To all these people out there talking about Purdy, I got one word for you. What?
Every week it's going to get worse, Pop. If we win the next 2 weeks, listen, let's just back up on Brock Purdy for a minute here. Now let's look at some of the things he's working with. They're giving him every reason why he's winning, but they're not really pointing to his positives. Just some of these analysts before the season started, well, they don't even know who the quarterback is, so I can't really give a take here or there about whether the 49ers are going to do well or not. See, now those people have to come back in and talk. See, so I'm loving it.
Well, I mean, I try to be logical, right?
Yeah,
So,
and you're good at that.
obviously, I had my things I had to say. I had my things I had to say, but ultimately, I'm not Brock Purdy's elbow, and I'm not Brock Purdy. I'm not Kyle.
I like that.
I'm saying, ultimately, reality of it. So the thing is that I think so far this has probably been the best year that Kyle Shanahan has had coaching. As a matter of fact, it's historic. It's historic. There's basically only been 6 NFL teams in the history of the league that have started, with 5 straight games scoring 30 points.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. You go way back down to 2000 for the Rams, 2007 Patriots, 2011 Patriots. That 2007 year was up there.
Before you move to the next point, if it wasn't for the Cardinals, we own Rams too. The Rams got that chicken shit 3-point, but the Cardinals, didn't they score over 20 points? We would have been no team scored over 20 points, and we always scored over 30. That's a 10-point divide between you and the team.
No, that's all true. That's all true. 2018 you had the Rams again, and in 2023 it's 49ers. Out of those teams, only one of those teams did not make it to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
So there's a lot to be excited about.
Which team didn't make it?
The Rams in 2000 when they had Mark Bolger playing quarterback.
Thank you. That was valuable information because I had forgotten all about that.
Yeah.
Rudy. Okay, good.
Shout out to Rudy. So, historically, right now you're looking at just an incredible performance overall. I hear what Shannon Sharp is saying. But, sometimes you can just say things and, it just stirs up the pot a little bit. Or it could be partially true, and it might be partially true.
Yeah.
But right now, if I'm the coach, if I'm saying, hey, this is my offense, so execute it. All right. Is it Purdy executing it? He's executing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to execute the offense.
What else can he do?
Whether you try to quantify it or make excuses for it, it's irrelevant. He still has to go execute it. Doesn't matter who he's throwing the ball to. He has to get the ball there.
Right.
is throw the ball on time, right? And I don't care who you are. There's a lot of players right now, a lot of teams right now don't have a quarterback.
Right.
Right? They're trying to find a quarterback.
And a lot of quarterbacks, they can't come in there and do what you just talked about. It's not easy.
Exactly. You know, and there's evidence where we've had quarterbacks over the years that been under Shanahan has had historic years. You know, whether it be Matt Ryan, his time in Texas, he had another scrub that he, you know, was just turned him into a Pro Bowl and
Hoyer
and things like that. So yeah, everything can be true, right? And everything cannot be true. So yes, is it a system? Yes. Is it you have great players?
It's
Absolutely.
a good system.
You know what?
I can't get mad at him because he's in a good system.
But does he fit the system? That's the situation we're looking at right now. For the first time since Shanahan has been here, you know, he's got a quarterback that fits the system. Was it his guy? No, it wasn't his guy. But he still fits the system. I saw Brock Purdy the other day get on and admit that his younger brother has a stronger arm than him. Right? But it doesn't mean that his younger brother would come in here and do the same thing.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because what happens between the ears is different for everybody.
Yes.
So we don't need to compare Brock Purdy to Joe Montana or to Jeff Garcia and things like that. Just let it play out. Let him play ball. If he starts scoring a Pro Bowl after Pro Bowl after Pro Bowl and they're going through the playoffs 4 straight years, 3-4 years, okay, then at that point, you know, you got no excuse but to believe.
Yeah.
Right? But I want people to keep sleeping on him. I want them to keep talking this track.
They are. Because they can't. They've already invested too much into that, and the spotlight's going to be on them anyway. So now it's about losing face and being proud about losing face. See? That's why I love Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark laid it all out against Shannon. Who else? There's a couple other guys in there with no shame about, you guys can say what you want to say about him, but the numbers speak for themselves. The 49ers are winning ball games, and it is what it is. You can make anything out of it you want to, but the story is right there in front of you, clear and plain. I said, yo, Ryan, get him. God.
It's real. We've seen what this offense looks like when the quarterback is playing efficiently under Jimmy G. But what we have not seen is what happens when we play efficiently, make no mistakes, and score points. We have not seen that.
Yeah.
We have not seen that, and some of these quarterbacks have been MVPs under Shanahan. So the point I'm trying to make is, if Matt Ryan can win an MVP, then why not Brock Purdy?
And if that happens, fam, we can go on for hours. We gotta get your score though, Pop. What do you got?
We got a bad weather game, Ronbo.
Yeah.
2 tough defenses.
Yeah.
One team is a little bit more beat than the other team.
Right.
Like we'll say this, Ronbo.
Okay.
It's going to be a hard-hitting, tough game. The goal is to get out of this game with a victory and with no injuries.
Yes.
Going across the country, Ronbo.
Absolutely.
I got the 49ers.
All right.
23, Browns 6.
Wait, what did you say? Did you say 43?
No, 23 to 6.
Production put you down to 40.
It's going to be the fastest game on. It's going to be the fastest game on TV. Both teams are going to run the ball 30 times each. Trust me, it's going to be very fast, very low scoring. It's going to seem slow, but it's going to go quick.
Yeah.
But I still have the 49ers in a blowout game.
Yeah.
So they should still win this, looking away, and just keep Myles Garrett off of Mr. Brock Purdy, and I'll be happy.
Things should be, yeah. All right. Well, Pop, good stuff as usual. Always leaving food for thought. And I'm going to look forward to seeing you Sunday. And this game's going to be over early enough so we can see bam and boom.
Oh, yeah. We'll try to we'll try to clear their schedule. I'll talk to their people.
Yeah, because I know they're busy. Exactly. They got all kind of agenda. Hey, give my best to Mama Dragon, too. All right, Bob. Have a great night.
All right, man. Shout out to production, the usual suspects. I'm out.
Hey. There goes Papa Dragon. And by the way, I did not remember about those 4 teams that did all those achievements and only to come up short and not make it to the Super Bowl. Rudy, while you got them tapes of those VCR players in you and Jim Everett, know this, as I've always told you, since you like to talk about 29 years and no, well, in all that time, Why didn't you catch up? You see, you guys embarrass yourself and stick your foot in your mouth every time you start on that channel. Shabazz!
Ronbo.
Is
Ronbo, why I gotta always be the voice of reason when I call on the show?
because you are that guy.
Ronbo, what's wrong with y'all?
Shabazz, correct us. But Shabazz, I got four.
You know
I got. What I say? 38. I said 38 to 6. What, how does that? Is that bad?
No, Ronbo, listen. Y'all act like y'all don't know Shanahan and Daddy Shanahan.
Okay.
We got a marathon to run here, okay?
Well, that's
not a race. And y'all getting upset. Y'all upsetting me. Stop acting like the girls and everybody else. We not finna put nothing on tape. We finna win this game in preseason fashion.
Yeah.
We finna win this game 17-6. Take the under, okay?
Yeah.
The defense is finna play magnificent.
Yeah.
We finna sack that tackle dummy they put out there. That's why Deshaun ain't playing. Okay? Everybody talking about, oh, Deshaun, this is scared. I would be scared too. Deshaun is a smart man.
Yeah.
So Deshaun gonna get him a massage this weekend, and he gonna sit this one out like he's supposed to, because he got a whole another season to play. So y'all just shut up and leave Deshaun alone. Okay? Brock gonna hand the ball off.
Yeah.
He'll throw one touchdown and look human this week.
Mm.
Okay? Take the under if you betting on FanDuel, under 2.5. We not finna like no score because Shanahan finna be very, very vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
And all y'all crybabies gonna be, man, we scoring 40 points because we not finna put no damn plays on the field against the Browns in the rain. We finna win this game and get out of here safe. What's wrong with y'all, man?
That's absolutely, that makes sense.
Damn, man.
Why get out there and execute play after play after play? Save that. That's right.
Right.
For the following week.
What's wrong with y'all?
Kirk Cousins can see some of
What
it.
is
We
wrong
don't need
with
to show
y'all?
it. That's a good point.
You're not gonna show nobody our hit, man. Y'all, come on, man. Get some common sense.
I feel like I
My
need to
God,
change my,
doggone it.
I feel like
Ain't
I
gonna
need to
be
change
no
my
30
score.
points this weekend.
Really?
Our 30 points is gonna be gone. Listen, we just scored. It's just like Miami. Vegas, all the bets coming in, Ronbo. Everybody taking over. Everybody, 49ers gonna score 34. All the bets is on the over. Take the under this week. Okay?
And for the suckers,
17-6.
and for the suckers that don't know,
I got it.
Vegas is go
I
clean
got it.
house.
They go clean up. Rumble, they got us at 9.5. Everybody is taking that. Everybody. Are you crazy? No. No, take the under. We might cover the 9.5 at 17-6. But take the under. Take the under. Listen to Bang Bang.
Yeah, because the under is less
Listen to
than
Bozzini. Yes.
30. What is
Take
it?
the under. 33.
It's not even 40 points this week, which is really
Right. Ronbo, everybody is thinking the 49ers going to score our 30-point run game in. The caller before me was the most logical person I heard. I don't know who he was. He said 23.
That's Papa Dragon. Yeah.
Papa Dragon. He said 23-6. Ain't nobody finna put up no 30 burgers, okay? We don't need no 30 points to beat Cleveland. And Cleveland ain't gonna score no damn 13 points on us, okay? We're gonna sack that tackle dummy. Bosa gonna pass Stats. Drake gonna pass Stats. Gregory. The D-line might lead this game with 6 or 7 sacks, what we need. Okay, give our defense some confidence. Hand the ball off. Get out of here with a win. No injuries. So y'all quit damn crying. We want to see touchdowns. We want to see 40. Shut up. Just shut up, 49er fans. This is Shabazz talking. Get your win, go home, get your popcorn ready, get a vanilla game, get all our starters out of there healthy. I don't want Greenlaw playing. If he feel like his hamstring hurt, he don't have to play this damn game. We win this game. Let Gregory play. Let our backup who got the pick last week play some. Let's get out of here healthy, man. I'm out of here, Ronbo. I'll see y'all after the game.
Pop, thanks for enlightenment. And okay, I'll see you Sunday. And you can come in and say, next time I tell y'all to stop it, listen. All right.
Ronbo, that's why you named me the Great Bozzini, baby.
Exactly. The Great Bozzini is spoken.
All right. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bang, bang, not again.
Good night, fam.
Good night.
I'm changing my score right now. He's right. Fam, the over-under is 37.5. That's the lowest we've had all year. And in our minds, we're playing the worst team. We're possibly playing the worst competition of all the year. 23 touchdowns, 21. I'm going to go 24. I'm going to change mine to 24-6. I just got the sense talked into me. That's exactly what's going to happen. Hey, Don.
Hey, Ronbo, what's happening?
Don, I just got told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Kyle's not going to come in there playing all kind of exciting football. Why? Anyway, Don, what are you thinking about this game? What's coming up here?
Well, from what I can tell, I mean, I've been paying attention to a lot of things surrounding this game, and Cleveland is going to be going in really shorthanded. I will say that.
Badly, yes.
So I just don't see how their offense is really going to score anything, to be honest. Our defense is looking to have possibly one of their best days since that previous week with the Cowboys. So in my mind, I think we're not going to have that big of an issue with Cleveland. Don't get me wrong, their defense is better than what Dallas is, but they're going to have to try to not stay on that field for as long as Dallas was the last game, because otherwise they're going to get gassed like Dallas, and we're just going to run over them. So to me, I think I'm not really that worried about the game. As far as the weather's concerned, I understand that people are saying it could rain and everything, but from what I've been hearing, it actually is going to be clear for Sunday. So,
Which would happen. That's what happened in Pittsburgh. It was supposed to be raining there too. It was a nice day.
So, yeah, I honestly think the weather is not going to factor into this game. So it's not going to be we're going to be in a monsoon or anything like that. So.
Man, and it's a little early in the year for that anyway. So, and showers, this is that time of year when showers are usually just passing, for a few minutes, maybe an hour or something like that, and done. So,
Yeah. I know everyone's just worried about that Cleveland defense, but I'm not that worried. I mean, Myles Garrett's pretty much, and Zadarius Smith, I almost forgot about him too. But
oh yeah, I forgot they picked him up. He's on the other side of that line. Right, that's what makes him tough. I forgot about him.
Yeah, because he was part of the Green Bay with Preston Smith. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
so,
the Smith brothers too.
But I think Colt McKivitz, man, I believe Colt McKivitz is going to do something, because he did get Micah Parsons a few times, and he actually held him pretty good.
Yeah, he's learning. Yeah, people have to realize Colt McKivitz hadn't put up enough time for us to be expecting him just to be all pro. He needs more time, and he's getting it, and he's gaining.
And he's going against, T.J. Watt, obviously.
Oh,
remember
poor
that being
guy, week 1. Oh, my God.
But hey, that's the best learning experience he got, because now he knows what to do now. He's got to treat everyone as if it was like what T.J. Watt just did.
Yeah.
Even though everyone is different on how they try to maneuver, but still, McKivitz probably got one of the best learning experiences from week 1 with going against T.J. Watt. Because now look at what he's been doing ever since.
Well, Don, remember he didn't have Nick in the offseason. Nick makes a lot of difference now. He can train. Nick can work him every practice now, and it doesn't get any better than Nick either. So that could be a part of his progression too. Okay, so we'll see this week though. Can't wait.
So we'll see this week. I mean, I know. Let's see what Cleveland can bring, but honestly, from what I can tell, I don't think it's going to even be a lot, to be honest. I think we should be just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no excuse for losing. I just wonder how much they're going to win. But you know what? What Shabazz, the great Barzini, just stated, it makes all the sense in the world. They're not going to be out there busting ass to score a bunch of points. You bring your A game. Well, you always bring your A game, but you bring your light A game when it comes to teams that are decimated with injuries. There's no point coming out there busting ass, fooling around and get hurt unnecessarily. You can go out there and just play a comfortable game, still play hard, but let's not. There's no need to go balls to the walls against the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah. I overheard his conversation. I was like, what the heck? But then again, he did make sense, though. Yeah, like we can't just keep going, like, trying to score 40-something points almost every freaking game against teams that are not going to produce well because, yeah, they're injured on whatever end of the field they're in. But at least, show that we're not a team that's going to
run the score up for no reason.
Yeah,
because they got injuries, lots of key injuries on offense and defense. Ooh. Serious offense and defensive injuries. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Don, in that case, what kind of a score are you thinking here?
For me, I believe the score might be 34-10 for me.
You still got 34.
I believe
you know this is a 37.5 over under. So you should go bet the over because you're way over now.
Yeah, to be honest, Ronbo, I really don't do bets. I just go by from what I see and how I play.
And you should. You can probably win more that way. But they run these through a model, and I just wish I could watch how that process works. This is the lowest over-under, but they're also counting in the fact that the Browns don't have a scoring machine. They're going to be out there just it's like Shabazz just pointed out. They're going to put the tackle dummy out there, and we're going to kill him, and we're just going to run the ball, keep it on the ground mostly, and just get out of there with a low score. Yep. I kind of believe that now. Maybe not, though. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I know that is true. I was
Makes
surprised
sense, right?
that Vegas did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to go, though. Don, I'll see you on Sunday, and let's see what happens. This is going to be, now it's a mystery, somewhat.
Yep.
All right. All right, Don. Appreciate you.
All right. Good night, Ronbo.
Good night,
Shout
Don.
out to you.
Thanks, man.
And shout out to the faithful.
Yeah.
And y'all have a good night, and see you Sunday.
I'm looking forward to it. All right. Night, fam.
Good night.
Now, here's a guy who has made lots and lots of money speculating on games like this and coming up with a conclusion before he lays down a wager. He is Casey.
Now, here's a guy. Who started that? Was that Chris Collinsworth?
Yeah, he does do that a lot, too.
Yeah.
Collinsworth
Well, yeah,
hates
here's
him.
a guy that hit a 4-teamer.
But Casey, don't you love it? Collinsworth does a 49er game. You know, Collinsworth blood is still boiling from way back when Joe sent him and his team home, right? So he every now and then it comes out when he's doing the coverage of the game, and he'll say something just totally wrong and just plain mean. And I'm always loving it. Collinsworth is feeling himself on that. He knows that's BS. Come on, Chris. You know that's not right. And you know what? You can't get mad at this team for what happened to you years ago. Woo!
Oh, man.
But Case, what kind of bet? We're
Yeah,
all dying to know.
I meet people. I meet people sometimes, and they say, "Oh, I'm not a 49er fan." And I ask them, "What the 49ers ever do to you?" They have a long.
Ask Chris
They
Collinsworth.
have a long track record of destroying people's dreams.
In my
Decades.
experience.
Yeah.
But Casey, we're dying to know. You're going to be the man that's going to put some wages. How'd you do with the Dodgers? Did you pick that game? I understand the Dodgers are done.
I had the Diamondbacks in Game 3, but
you cleaned
I
up
hit
on
a
that.
4-teamer. I hit a 4-teamer last night. That was awesome.
Whoa.
Had the Chiefs in the under and the Phillies in the under.
Oh.
And I was kind of going back and forth on the Niner game until Shabazz called in and said exactly what I wanted to hear.
You're going to take the under?
So,
I mean, you take the under?
Yeah, 100%. In fact, if I had $20,000, I would put $20,000 on the Niners and the under. But
no, really.
But I don't have $20,000, so.
But he made
anyway.
sense. The 49ers are going to come out there playing drop-dead football.
That's exactly what's going to happen. They're not going to. Yeah, Kyle's gonna play with like a third of the playbook, and they're just going to hope they get out of there healthy. It's going to be 20-10 or 24-10 or 22-6 or something weird. You know, it's going to be a quick day at the office. They're going to get on a plane and get out of Ohio, and the Cleveland Browns are going to wish that they were back on their bye week. They're going to need a second and a third bye week. Try and come back into the NFL after.
No, you're
trying
right.
to play against this 49er defense with whoever they have behind Watson.
Because the objective is get in there, get a win, and please no casualties. Because this is just an unnecessary game, and it's too bad we couldn't agree not to do it. But, it's entertainment. We got to have it. But, my God, that's so true.
They could just put Darnold and Mason in tomorrow and probably get out of there with roughly the same result if they're only going to use so much of the playbook. I think what Shabazz said is exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So
I just hadn't entertained that kind of thinking at all. I was wondering, why is it that we're running across teams like this? I mean, the Cowboys were actually... I expected a better game, and the Cowboys choked. They can play better than that.
I mean, I did, but I didn't. All these teams, they go, the Browns have a great defense, and I think they're in week 4. And who have they played?
Hey,
And
same thing about the
then-
boys. God.
Exactly. They're supposed to beat the Jets and the Giants. And I still don't know who else is on their team besides CeeDee Lamb and Tony Pollard. I mean, they have a few pieces, but they don't have any real veteran, presence on the offense.
Well, they got DeMarcus Lawrence, and they got a Michael who does not appreciate George Close's wearing apparel. But
I just don't think they have a good mix of players and coaching. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the San Francisco 49ers, who are going to win the Super Bowl this year with Brock Purdy. I mean, nothing
like
gets to
that's
his head.
quite
I've watched these interviews, and just everything I see of him, he's freakishly consistent. He's what we would call sick in the poker world. He's one of these like German pros or something that just like 23 years old and already has $10 million.
I know.
That's what he
Just
reminds
enough
me
to make
of.
I understand why you'd say it makes you sick. My God.
Yeah, I adore Brock Purdy, man. He is he's so
amazing.
cool. When I grow up, I want to be like Brock Purdy.
I mean, honestly, the guy's
Yeah,
got
he's a great role
ice
model.
water pumping through his veins. He stays chill
Yeah.
the whole time until he
Nothing gets to his
he
head.
scores. Then he explodes. Then you see the emotions in, the flexing, the screaming. Yeah, I'm glad he does that, because otherwise
Exactly.
he's a
And like
robot.
it's so, and you can tell it's so genuine when he celebrates.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, and he's still driving a Toyota and doing the ride share thing, and I mean it's a weird thing that's going on in Santa Clara. They're giving out $200 million guarantees to convicted quarterbacks in Cleveland that aren't even playing, and here's Brock Purdy for less than $1 million coming up to win the Super Bowl. They need to make a movie called like 80 for Brady. They need to make 30 for Purdy. I mean,
I'm sorry, Casey. Go ahead. I'm listening. Somebody said we're out of sync.
what's up, Ronbo?
No, somebody pointed out we
Oh.
might be out of sync. I was checking production to see if that's happening. Anybody? Am I out of
Yeah.
sync, guys? Is my mouth like one of those gung fu movies? But go ahead. But go ahead.
I'm just ecstatic. It's a great time to be alive. I don't remember what it's like to lose a regular season game. I mean, as far as I'm aware, the Niners don't do that. So
No. No. Brock's too. It's like Jimbo points out. The poise is just unreal. He has greatness written all over him. And you know about the argument that's going on right now. People saying he's not. He's all just a system quarterback. He's not all that. Okay, well, you guys, let's wait because it's a little early for you to be making that prediction or that call. So let's wait. So, stop bothering him.
The people aren't on the hype train are the people that don't know how to throw a football. So.
Exactly. Don't know anything about what they're talking about. Casey, what do you got for a score, though?
Oh, man. In the words of Tony from Australia, I don't know, Ronbo, this is a tough one. I'm going to say...
Tony would give 100,000 points.
I'm going to say 21-3.
Woo! Really? Because the second string could be in as early as the start of the second half if things get really stupid.
It's probably going to be like 14-3 at the half, and then they're just going to go super vanilla. I don't know. This team likes to score a lot of points, and Purdy has one option. It's to drive down the field. That's all you can do in football is go forward. So they're probably going to score 30 points because that's what they do. I don't know.
And do not give anybody anything they can go on. If you expose something you don't need to expose against the Browns, then the Vikings are watching, the Eagles are watching, the Hawks are watching. Don't do it. That's absolutely right. Okay, so let me see a Sunday, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, shout out to Shabazz, man. That was a great call.
That was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think he wants me to take the under. I'm not sure. Right.
Yeah, for sure. 37.5. And yeah.
All right, man.
All right, fam. I'll see you Sunday.
Always a pleasure. This is not one of those games that's going to be watched in Egypt or on the space station. Just going to get in and out. Later, Ronbo.
Yeah. Night, fam. Yeah. Thanks for the feedback. Okay, so I guess we're okay. Yeah, for those people, we're not putting Brock up on the wall until after we get to the Super Bowl. He has to win it. That has to be because Jimmy G was pure. I mean, he was pure money that after that 2019 season, and then all of a sudden, boom. So we're gonna wait. You got to achieve the award, or it's gonna have to be a Hall of Famer. But I hope Brock does get there. I'd love to put him up there. Hey, Bethel.
Hey, Ronbo.
Well, Bethel, we got this game, and like we always do, once we converse and talk about it as a family, their mind starts to wonder, and then you have Shabazz that rolls in, and B slaps everybody. He made nothing but sense. It made nothing but sense. Why Kyle's not going to come out there busting butt and having guys going crazy and letting other teams that we're going to play down the road see what we got? No, it's not going to happen. What do you think?
No, Kyle does that only at special occasions.
Yes.
And he'll probably maybe put a vanilla offense.
Mostly.
And then another thing is that I've been seeing that a lot of people are complaining about the money that Brock is getting. I'm all like, don't complain about his money because, first of all, if all the accolades that he's putting up in his stats, and then plus I think there's a running back. Doesn't a running back work harder than a quarterback? There's a rookie quarterback.
You're not talking about Mrs. McCaffrey's child, are you?
No, he's not rookie. I'm talking about a rookie in Miami, number 28, that they're working his ass off.
He got hurt.
I don't see nobody saying, hey, they should pay him more money.
That's true. He'll be out for a few weeks, though.
Yes. So, and plus, if you do give Brock Purdy some money, then you're not gonna be able to pay anybody. The reason you
Brock's
do that,
they're gonna give him. They're gonna pad him up, though.
Yeah.
What next year? Brock's gonna get his incentive package is gonna be so big that he's probably gonna cross over $20 million, though. You can't just not give him anything. He's worked too hard and done too good of a job for a team that's been hungry too long.
If he wins some Super Bowl, he's gonna get a lot of money just in the Super Bowl, and he's gonna get a big ring.
Well, not only that.
That ring is gonna cost a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to sell
And then
that.
plus,
but the thing is, now he becomes Mr. Endorsement. Can you imagine, Bethel? Whatever your product line is, he was one of the worst in the draft in 2023. And now he's one of the best in the game. We offer you the same, with our product, you know what I mean? That's just, whoa, there's so many directions advertising could go with Brock Purdy. If he gets the Super Bowl and wins, the 49ers may not have to pay him for years. He may say, hey, listen, you know what? I've got more money than Jed York now. You guys can go ahead and pay everybody you need to pay around me, and I'll take whatever you give me. It's okay.
Yeah, because I go look at Patrick Mahomes. Look at him. If it wasn't for him doing all those accolades, he wouldn't have got all that money that he got.
Yeah.
And he got a big contract too.
And that insurance company that the
commercials that he's making a lot of money. And then plus Brock got a free Toyota.
See?
I wish I could get a Toyota.
You got to be a quarterback, Bethel.
Yeah.
I thought I heard about that. He's driving a Toyota, but he ain't driving just any Toyota. Brock's out there sporting.
He got that shit for free, and he got paid for the commercial. So, don't feel bad for these guys. These guys, get enough money, and they're going to later on. And then plus, look at Fred Warner. He wasn't getting paid anything, and he was, the top paid on his position?
Yeah.
Look at Greenlaw. They paid him too. All these guys that Kittle, they paid him too. All these guys that they were hardly paying him any money got top money. So
Tom Brady went a long time without getting a large paycheck just so he could continue to win. Brock Purdy may, Brock said, I don't need $40 million a year, guys. What do you want? 20, 25? That's fine. Because I'm making way more money than I'm getting paid.
And then plus, that's why that rule is enforced for rookies that they get some amount of money, because I'm thinking there's a rookie that got a lot of money off the team, and held out and did all this and got all his money, and he wasn't that good. So that's why they have those kind of rules for the rookie. And they get paid certain amount.
Yeah. Okay. Ritty Music says he brought a simple Dodge truck. Is there such thing as a simple Dodge truck? Do you buy a Ram? Because that ain't simple. A lot of people love a Dodge Ram, baby. But yeah, Brock Purdy's money, people need to stop worrying about that. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine. And plus, he don't have the 5th-year option either. So he's gonna get paid. Hopefully they don't do it like they did that Prescott, wait until the final of his contract. That's another thing.
Yeah, because they might. You know what, Bethel? He wins the Super Bowl next year. Next year's year 3. He could get paid as early as next year. And if 49ers going to put something out there they can afford, and his agent's going to say, whoa, Niners, look out, I'm here. Who are you? I'm his agent. For what agency? Because he probably doesn't have a big-time agent. That's going to be crazy funny.
Yeah. And plus, Brock is a humble guy, so... he'll. Yeah. So.
We're gonna need to get a score though, because it's getting late. We're gonna have to get out of here. But what do you got for a score?
I just want the W, and that's it.
Yeah.
And domination, hopefully, and let's go. So.
All right, Bethel. I'll see you Sunday with that W and domination.
All right, see you Sunday.
Looking forward to it.
Hit the like, and let's go Niners.
Yes. Thanks, Bethel. Night, fam. And Tony. Oh, Tony. Come on in, Tony.
Ronbo, good evening, good evening.
Oh, it is a good evening. Football coming up. Tony, the only thing that bothers me is the season's going by too fast. It's already week 6. Damn it.
Yep. Yes,
Time
25%
flies.
gone already.
Yeah. Time just flies when you have a good time. But Tony, what's
You
up?
know
What do you
that the
think?
college football is halfway over already? College football is halfway already.
Yeah. Yeah, and because you get one game a week. See, you look at baseball and basketball, the seasons seem like they last forever because those guys play every day. They take a night off here and there during the course of a week. They go on 7 and 8 game game schedules in a row, you know. Football, we wait. It's a premium at the end of the week. You get been prepping. The media keeps all this BS flying, making people mad, making some people happy. And at the end of the week, the culmination of everything, we get the game.
Yep.
What a great
Yeah,
game.
so it looks like since the last time we talked, you won't be seeing Dorian Thompson-Robinson. It's going to be T.J. Walker.
Remember we talked about it before the season? I talked about how I'd love to get him.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yep. Ronbo, I'm going to tell you something that it hit me during the chat tonight, and I really think about it. You guys are on y'all's way. And what I mean by that is Kyle Shanahan's the common denominator.
Yeah.
You remember the incredible year my Falcons had in 2016. That offense was like a symphony.
Yeah.
It's happening for y'all this year. Same thing.
I've
The
been
only
afraid to
difference
think
is
that way, but I think I agree.
Our defense was 28th, and y'all's defense is first or second. That's the only difference.
Wow.
I'm talking about offensively, though, all those parts. We had Julio, we had Sanu, we had Devontae Freeman, Tevin Campbell, Austin Hooper, Justin Hardy, Taylor Gabriel.
Taylor, I used to love to watch him do a number on anybody out there that thought they was going to cover him. Remember, what's that guy from the Patriots? The famous
he
guy.
broke his ankle.
Oh, in front of
and go.
God and everybody. And they kept playing it. Oh, Taylor. Oh, get up. Oh, get up, Taylor. Quick. So nobody. Oh, that was nasty.
Yep. And I see the Kyle Shanahan symphony happening again. You got Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, your tight end who I like a lot, Kittle. Then you got that other kid that you drafted out of Michigan,
Ronnie Bell.
And yep, I see the same symphony. I see the same thing happening offensively. I see it. Brock Purdy used to orchestrate it, just like Matt Ryan was the orchestrator. 2016.
And the confidence level builds every week like this, and they become more and more confident in what they're doing. The efficiency picks up. The defense wants to play hard because the offense is doing their job, and now there it is. They got teams caught in a vice. Boom.
And the game where I knew we had a chance when the season started was Game 4 when we played Carolina. That was the Matt Ryan 515-yard game, the Julio Jones 300-yard receiving game against Carolina. That's what I knew. And the game when I knew that y'all are going was this past Sunday against Dallas.
And that was just not even the game. And also,
it's
Tony,
happening all over again.
Remember when you guys played Green Bay that year? What's the big blonde edge rusher with the blonde long hair?
Oh, you talk about Matthews.
Matthews
Clay
made me laugh. Clay made me laugh so hard. He interviewed him. Yeah. Well, at one point they didn't even have to snap. They didn't even have to. The ball was snapped and was out. And I thought about that a little while ago. I said, you know what? That's exactly what's happening now. People know their spots. They know where they're supposed to be.
Year. That was the NFC Championship. Yep.
Yeah, and Green Bay didn't have a prayer.
Yep.
That is no one. As
soon
as the ball was snapped,
the game before that against Seattle, with Russell Wilson, them on our first touchdown, we went right. It was like mowing the grass right down the field, and they threw a little short slap to Julio, and Richard Sherman quit before the play. I said, "Yeah, you know y'all going home."
I enjoyed that game so much because you handled everybody I wanted you to handle. You took the friggin' Hawks down, who I hated with a passion then, and Clay Matthews was talking all kind of trash about Colin Kaepernick and this and that, and then he comes in there and says things. They didn't even need an offensive line. As soon as that ball was snapped, there was nothing we could do.
And
Damn.
And that year,
I wouldn't have admitted that.
That year, our offensive line, we had no injuries. Alex Mack broke his fibula in the NFC Championship game.
Played.
And he played the Super Bowl. Yep. So you got to stay healthy. Of course, you know that's the key.
That's the key. But
Ronbo, I got a
legendary
feeling
year.
Kyle Shanahan's watching your show. Kyle Shanahan's been watching your show because Jordan Mason's going to get a lot more carries.
He was sweet last week, wasn't he? I mean, and he did the Tyreek Hill, pointing to the end zone, 12 yards away. I said, boy, you better get your butt in that end zone because that defender was coming hard. I don't even think he saw him.
What did me and you say? Put that 240 pounds on that defense, and he can take it to the house. What did he do with a 33-yard house call?
Because he's big and fast. Oh, that's a lethal combination for a running back, especially if they got heavy around the base, the leg area. Oh man, that hurts to tackle that kind of guy so bad.
Yes, sir.
That's Jalen Ramsey.
So, Robo, I got a funny feeling too. I don't know how your organization's going to do, but your running back, the one that's always hurt, Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah.
Y'all might be saying goodbye to him and just to have Clyde Edwards-Helaire take his spot.
Yeah.
He played too.
I really, but you can't get anything from. Who would give you anything from Mitchell? I can't imagine anybody giving you any. Well, maybe the Eagles or the Hawks, but the 49ers aren't going to do any business with them. Oh, Tony, while we're on the subject,
and by the way, it just came across the wire. Frank Clark has been released by Denver.
Yeah,
I don't want that bum on the front.
He's going back to Kansas City. He'll go back to Kansas City, and he'll go back to Kansas City for whatever they pay him. Although KC's defense is getting really good, Tony. Did you notice that?
Yeah, but they're not going back to the Super Bowl. I'll tell you why. I'm not trying to compare years.
Mm-hmm.
When we lost Kyle Shanahan, we only averaged less than 21 points a game in 2017, but we still went to the playoffs because our defense was ace. Kansas City's offense is struggling because the enemy is gone. Nobody's talking about that. That's the reason.
I was waiting. I was thinking about that 3 weeks ago. I said, okay, you know what? Let me. I'll wait. Okay, because everybody thought it was all Bruce Arians. See.
Yep.
Tony, before we run out of time, I need you to answer this question because Rudy, you may have even seen him post up. Boy, Tony's going to have a fit when he finds out the 49ers. I mean, like the Rams might be trading for Kyle Pitts. I hadn't been talking to Rudy because I got tired of him. Don't. It's not going to happen, Rudy. But clear that up.
They got a good tight end. That's the one that they got now. They don't throw him the ball like they did last year.
Higbee? I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, you guys want Kyle Pitts, you'd have to give up Higbee.
Yep.
And Higbee works for what they like to do. Higbee's really physical.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know how Pitts. I have not seen him. I just always had that draft crush about him. But are the Falcons looking to move people?
No, not at all. Because and Jonnu Smith is balling too, who we got in free agency. Who played with Arthur Smith at Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, he had 94 yards last week. The other tight end.
I mean, how stupid would it be to move Pitts? You've only had him. Pitts got drafted, 3 seasons ago? Yeah.
Yeah.
No way in the hell I'm getting rid of that. His potential is sky high. So,
And here's the kicker, Rob. Here's the kicker. We just got Van Jefferson in a trade from the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Him and Kyle Pitts played together 2 years at Florida.
That's one of the reasons why they got him over there. See if they can put him in tandem. Your quarterback's got to get a little better, but give him time. I think he'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, Tony,
he got his first 300-yard game this past week, so let's see what happens. I just want to see Calais get his 100th sack, man, because Ronbo, we're in the top 5 in pressures, hurries, and knockdowns.
All right. But that's all you've ever needed because Falcons always have an offense, it seems. Well, Tony, we're going to go. I'll tell you what, good luck. Who are you playing this weekend?
We have who do we play this weekend? We play Houston. I forgot who we played this weekend. I don't even know who my own.
No worries. We'll find out. We'll talk about it Sunday. All right.
Yeah, we play Washington, that front four. We play their secondary.
That's right. We talked about that the other day, in fact. All right, Tony.
Yep.
Have a great night. Good luck with that game.
Yeah, Ron.
And I'll see you
good luck,
Sunday
Ronbo.
afternoon.
You guys will take care of business. I think y'all will pound the rock a little bit, use a little play action, and try to get your rookie tight ends involved a little bit once you get a lead.
Yeah, let George Kittle sit down. I agree. All right.
Yep.
All right, Tony. Always a pleasure. Talk to you later. You too. Well, there it is, fam. The mystery remains. But not about the game with the Browns, but I just want to know the approach and how Shannon's going to go about handling this game, because it could really matter a lot. You don't want to do anything stupid and get anybody hurt going buck wild when it's unnecessary. Shabazz is absolutely right. They're going to go in there because there's no point in coming in there with bringing your howitzer in and setting up signals to the satellite to come back, for laser smart bombs and things like that. Just go in there, and they don't have any. They got their key people are missing. They probably don't have a lot of heart for this game. Anyway, I'll see you, fam. Oh, thanks for contributions, fam. Always appreciated. Hey, subscribe before you go, please. And hit like. I'll see you Sunday. I'll be all in your face, in your place, and we're gonna have a good time. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'll see you then, fam. Niners!